still showing us scheduled.
It says live up there.
Now it's going live. Hey, Marco, are you ready for the totally awesome, coolest show ever?
Not anymore because we've been live for 16 seconds, Pete.
What's going screen?
Hey, I figured this out. Stay tuned. We're going to review Rebel Moon. I figured out how to make it tolerable.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
You know, I have a question about that. I was talking to a buddy of mine today, and he said he was watching last week, and while he was watching, like the audio would go, and then the video would catch up. He would say, "Do you guys have streaming problems last week?" I'm like, I don't think so, but there were times when I would push a slide forward, and Marco would still be talking about the slide before that, so it could be something like that. That happened a couple times. Yeah. I said that if that's all it was, he said, well, maybe it was just my internet. So I don't know. Then this happened just now, so it kind of makes me wonder if it was.
I think it's just my internet lagging for a second.
New Jersey just sucks.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Thank you, Ed, for saying hi for the algorithm. I missed your comment, so I can't highlight it. Pete.
Oh, what, Ed? Yeah, here we go. There's Ed.
There we go. All right. What's up, my Bargain Comics influencers? Got an influence for the algorithm. Thank you, Steve. Who else? AOA's got all the spots there. Follow my Bargain Comics. Hit up Dub. Hit up myself. Hit up AOA. Hit up Ed for, hey, kids, let the influencers influence. We will. Bri J. Yo, hey, Marco, Dub, Peter. Yeah, cool, brother. Good to see you. Follow. He is kind of a stalker. It is. Good to see you, AOA. I'm the only one that can hear that?
I hear something now.
Oh, yeah, I hear something now. Let me tell her to turn it down.
No, hold on. Let's see who we got mute. Oh, it's 100%. What the hell is she watching? Did she lose all her hearing?
Some Fallout thing. I don't know.
Oh,
she's no, not the show. She's watching like the lore of like the creatures. She loves the monsters, so she's.
Oh, that's funny. Did she?
I hope you hear something, AOA.
Yeah,
I can tell her that you told her to quiet down.
No. I'm not. I don't want any of that.
I
smoke.
clicked some buttons. Let's see if that helped.
None of that smoke. None of that smoke.
She's already mad at you about something she was telling me the other day. I forgot.
What did I do now?
You said something. Oh, figure skating. You made fun of figure skating. She's a figure skater.
No, I think I made fun
for most of her life.
I think I made
fun
of
something like bring that stupid sport to our town and see what happens.
Well, no, that was the Tanya
Argyle. I was like, what did I watch with figure skating?
It wasn't that. I was talking about like the whole incident with Tanya Harding or whatever.
Right.
Which is funny because like then I went and they were playing the I think it's called the Tanya Harding story where they interviewed that fucking guy that did it. And the like feds or whatever, like how they got him, they're like, you ever hear of Tanya Harding before? The dude goes, no, never heard of her. He goes, aren't you her bodyguard? He's like, well, I don't know that well. Like what? Like that was
that was his defense.
Dumb, man. Oh my god. Oh man. What is it? Hello. What's up, nerds? Kingdom of Nerds. Your city. Hey, did he ever answer my question if the Knicks he has an opening for CGC if the Knicks book was the first book in or last book, like where it wasn't.
He did post something with some picture with the numbers and
I wasn't looking.
Yeah. I don't know. It's in there now though.
Sarah.
Not.
I know, but no. Somebody told me that's not how you process his name, so now I'm all confused. It's supposed
Who told you that?
Well, Cobb of the Hut. Is that what he's going by now? Cobb of the Hut. Kyle the Hut.
Oh, Kyle the Hut. No, it's Sareth. Sareth, tell me if we're wrong. It's Sareth. That's what he wants.
No, we're putting the I in the wrong spot, I think.
There's no I in his name.
No.
Yeah, it's just
phonetically, I think there is.
The second A.
Sarath. See, sir, I told you.
Sarath.
Yeah, I told you we are putting. Yeah,
but you were like Siri, like you were trying to.
I wasn't saying Siri.
On your phone.
I was saying Sarath. I don't know. Sarath. Thank you, Sarath. Thank you, Sarath. All right. Man, we got a good show. Obviously, we had a lot of stuff this week. It is so good. Like, it is good to be just a fan of like nerdom at this, like the comic nerdom at this point, right? Like, we got so much good stuff going on.
It's almost too much.
No,
there's a lot.
There's almost an embarrassment.
Almost. Shogun is done, so we lose that. Then we're gonna, I mean, X-Men's only 2 weeks away. But I think we get Game of Thrones coming out soon, so that should be
summer, yeah.
Mm.
We got a con to get ready for in between all that, so we're going to be busy.
Knuckles is starting this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Is that in the movie theater? Or is that on?
No, it's on Paramount, I think, or something.
Yeah, Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus. Okay, cool. Your mom gets it wrong, is she, Davey? Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I got a bunch of brothers, so my mom never calls me by my name either. She calls me by, and she does the one where you call you by the wrong name 3 times and then just say, or you know who I'm talking to. You know who I'm talking to.
You know which one I use.
You know which one I'm using. Yeah. So.
My mom just usually uses the middle name when I'm in trouble, so that's the only one I remember hearing, and I don't enjoy hearing it.
Okay, I don't care. All right, let's get into some news, I guess. I don't really have anything else, man. I just been a good week, man. Gotta love it.
Let me run the thing. Let's get right to it.
I did have some time burning. We'll talk about soccer later.
Oh boy.
Okay, here we go. Top stories. There could be only one top story. We're talking about embarrassment of riches, and no, it was not decided seconds before the show started, but here we go. Deadpool and Wolverine trailer. I mean, like, this is anywhere you go where you talk about anything, and anyone who cares about anything in this business is talking about this trailer.
Yeah, we got a whole show coming up afterwards talking
about this trailer. I don't know if you guys heard, this trailer came out and it was pretty ridiculous and it was amazing. And
I don't think anybody didn't hear about this trailer.
Well, yeah, there was people that didn't hear about it. I talked to some people today and they're like, "Oh yeah,
well, I think they didn't hear our crazy ideas about it though." That's what they haven't.
They definitely have not.
Oh yeah. Of course, we've got a wild show coming up with this with some of the stuff we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Marcus gets to the edge on some of this stuff. I'm like, what are you?
Well, okay, so this is what we're doing right now. We're not going to have an under the radar. I know you guys love it, but we've kind of merged that into the back end of the breaking down of the trailer to just throw in some books for you guys and see some stuff.
Yeah, there's a ton of books thrown in.
Just go wild. I mean, if you thought they had D characters, we got F characters that we're going to be throwing into this trailer. So there you go.
I mean, yeah, characters and characters. I didn't want to say anything about the trailer in our opening story. All I'm going to tell you is this movie opens on July 26th.
Goes hashtag mud butt. Thank you.
Hashtag mud butt.
Yeah, we're going to talk a lot more about this coming up. So we're just going to move on, and we're going to talk about the box office.
Ooh, this is tricky.
Yep, this is a tricky one. What do you think?
What came out this week?
Did anything come out this week?
I looked to take my son to the movies, and there was nothing that I really wanted to see that I could take him to go see. I did want to see maybe in the new store. Maybe I don't think it would be that. Ungentlemanly Warfare. Was it able to make enough? Hopefully, I do want to see it, but that wasn't suited for my kid. So,
what was it called?
What is it? It's the Guy Ritchie thing. It's got my boy Henry Cavill in it.
Well, I know one thing. It definitely wasn't Rebel Moon, because that thing.
Yeah, Spider-Man was out this week, but it was only on Monday, and it was the
it's like one day
for me was like over an hour away. So
where was it at? Where's it at?
Livonia, maybe.
Oh, that's not bad at all. Where was it? AMC?
Yeah, for you. Yeah, it's only AMC's. Yeah, but they're playing old movies too. Like my buddy told me that they're playing Alien in the theater this Sunday. Oh. So I might go see that this Sunday. So
at AMC?
At an AMC, yeah.
Yeah,
close to me. He said the first one.
Oh, the first one. Well, the second one I think is next week then.
Yeah, he said Alien, but it could be. I don't know if he was being specific or just.
Oh no! You know what? I'm sorry. I was thinking of Spider-Man because they're doing.
Oh yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, Spider-Man 2 was this week.
Re-releases.
Yep. All right, let's spoil it for you. Here it is. Civil War keeps its number one spot.
Oh really?
Despite the 3 new contenders that came in:
Abigail,
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, and Spy X Family Code.
That's the one. Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah, all 3 of those came out this week.
I don't know what any of these are about, but the only one on Godzilla is the only one.
Yeah. Dune dropped just because you can buy it at home now. They should have waited like another week or 2.
Oh, you can stream it. You got to pay for it.
You got to pay for it.
Pay-per-view. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Pay like $25 to rent it or $30 to buy it.
Yeah, Civil War barely beat out Abigail, which is like a horror vampire movie.
That's a good answer. Good answer right there.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
it's
a good
got
answer.
Moff Gideon in it, and
the vampire movie, yeah.
From Breaking Bad, Gus Fring,
Yep.
Giancarlo Esposito.
Yep.
Your
Who will be
voice in
appearing
Civil
live
War is
at
pretty
Motor
good.
City Comic Con.
Who?
Giancarlo Esposito.
He's coming back again.
Yeah, he's coming back this time around.
Again.
We'll see him in May. So, and then the last movie is Spy Family Code White. It's a Crunchyroll anime movie, Sony as well. So that's what that is.
It's not bad.
So
Crunchyroll, isn't that the dude the country guy that sings with all the tattoos?
No, that's Jelly Roll.
Oh.
What are you talking about? All right. Okay.
All right, Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll, Jelly Roll.
Jelly Roll. No, that's fair. Yeah.
I only know that because he shows up on WWE events.
Oh yeah, he was on a few weeks back.
2 years ago, he did a concert in a parking lot over here.
Okay. Well, let's keep going. Let's talk about another trailer that we saw. Transformers 1.
Interesting.
Remember, they told us they were excited to make an animated Transformers movie for the big screen, forgetting that there already was an animated Transformers movie back in the 80s.
Yeah, 40 years ago, this has already been done.
So you've got Brian Tyree Henry, Chris Hemsworth, Scarlett Johansson, Keegan-Michael Key, and John Hamm, Lawrence Fishburne are all in this movie. And
a lot of names, but I'll tell you, I am not really excited for this.
So a lot of people that are popular 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm not interested in this movie. I saw the trailer. Yeah. This tone is not for me, and that's okay. If other people want this to be, this is probably more for the people who really enjoy the Michael Bay movies, I'm guessing. It's along that line.
I don't know. I just don't like this idea.
Yeah, it's like younger.
We don't even know how to transform yet, and what?
Yes,
I don't know. It just seems very odd.
Yeah, you have to learn how to do it or earn your way to be able to I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll give it a try, but I'm not looking forward to it.
For those that want to see it, hey, more power to you. Go check out Transformers in the theater. It's coming out September the 13th.
Can't not wait.
I'm good. So in a bit of wacky news. Yeah, so there's a students in Utah Middle School walked out to protest furries.
What does that mean?
The number of furries in their school has been accused of biting, scratching, spraying air freshener, barking at people, chasing other students.
Wait,
the furries,
they dress that way every day.
Every day they come to school dressed this way.
There's no shot. You can't.
These are some of the things that they do.
How many do they have? If it's one, it's a lot.
Yeah, so there was numbers that were ranging from 5 to 100 of these furries that were in school at any given time.
This just sounds like a bunch of nonsense.
It just sounds like kids acting up.
No. This doesn't sound real. I want to see pictures from inside this. No, hold on. First off, I think it'd be absolutely hilarious, and I'd watch it. But I want to see like the bus cams and the pictures inside the school cams.
I would love.
There's no shot that in a school nowadays with kids with all their cameras and video recording everything, there's not scenery of this nonsense going on.
All I saw was a news report from News 4 in Utah.
Yeah,
and this furry named Strudel was defending the furries and saying that the furries were not doing these things. And
no way there's 500 furries in school. That's like when they were saying
100, not 500.
But it doesn't matter. 100. It doesn't matter. Dub, there was like some report that there was like furries that were like setting up like piss joints or whatever the thing, and it turned out, and they reported in the news, and it turned out like they were using like litter boxes, and it turned out that was all bullshit. That never happened too. So till this furry situation settled, this sounds like them army boys going on right now.
All right,
this literally sounds like them army boys.
Here's what I will do further research on it, and if I can find anything further, I will report back
next week.
Yeah,
I'll follow up next week with further
I want some
details.
video. No, please in the chat. Though, this is happening. There's no way. Come on though. There's no way. There's no video. Of this. And if there is, we should. I think we should do some investigative reporting. And we will do it.
We should show some video. Furries in your school.
Dude, could you imagine this? And by the way, first off, how do you like kids? If that is true. Number two, how is this not viral at this point? This should be like, this is hilarious. Knots off to those kids because this is the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Like the dumbest.
I watched the news report. The news report looked extremely legitimate to me.
Oh, I'm not sure that the news report. I'm not sure they didn't fall for something.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's like the time that lady asked that dude, like, "Hey, what are you gonna do with your lotto if you win the lotto?" And the dude goes, "Go get hooker." Like, yeah, that stuff happens all the time. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I saw this and immediately started laughing, and then immediately saved it so then I could put it in the news later because it.
I think hilarious. I need an interview. I need to talk to somebody. I got lots of questions.
Yeah, supposedly works great. I don't want supposedly. I want video proof. Yes, and I got that too. How do you go to a school? How do they let 100 people in costume show up in the school? There's no way you can let that happen.
Well, but do you always wear the same costume, or can you be like, can I be a cat one day and a dog?
Pete, I'll tell you this. No, hold on now, Pete.
Regulated to being one of
what you don't. Let me give you some advice. What you don't want to do is start asking questions about furry. I did it one time. Nope. You don't want to be curious. I started asking one time. I had to walk away. It goes to dark places, dude. You do not want to. You do not want to start asking furry questions. It doesn't make sense or whatever.
I will tell you that I will. Like I said, we will investigate the story, but I will definitely not be talking to any furries directly.
We should try to interview a furry.
That's what I said. I just have.
We're not furry phobes. No.
Yeah,
we're not furry phobes.
You want to do?
We're not furry phobes.
Go ahead. I just want to know the logic of it. That's all.
It does sound like an idea.
Hold on now. Is this high school kids?
Middle school.
Middle school.
Okay. One kid does it, gets away with it. The next kid's like, "Yo, bro, let's do this." Yeah, I can see it occurring. But they're middle school, so there's no way. At one point, somebody just stands in front of the door and goes, "Yeah, y'all ain't coming in with costumes." An adults have to adult. I'm sorry to say this, but nowadays that's the worst part. We have a lot of adults who are terrible. They don't want to adult. I deal with it all the time. I was just talking to my neighbor about it. We can't even find employees who want to adult. Like it is just the worst. So maybe this. Have
you met parents of middle schoolers?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
I soon will be one.
They don't want to Utah. They definitely don't want a parent. Like they want to be friends. They don't want a parent. They don't want. They're never anything. They're the ones that always complain about like, oh, we shouldn't give participation trophies unless it's to their kid. Then they want participation trophy. You know what I mean? Like believe me, I deal with a lot of it. You know how much work I do in the community. You know how much I do with everybody. Of course I know this.
So you have one parent who's fighting for their kid to be able to furry himself at school or herself, whatever.
Oh, and then all the other parents.
And then the other one's like, you're letting that kid do it. My kid's going to do it.
My kid's going to do it too. And then it's like the whole thing because the kid's got the parents. Yeah, the kid's got the parent. Yeah, but then at one point I do understand that. But and I've dealt with this in school too. Then you walk up to that principal, you say, Mr. Principal, if you can't handle it, I'll stand at the door. We're not doing this. This is what we're not doing.
Well, now you're violating their rights by not letting them be themselves.
Please do. Please try that game. Please.
Yeah. We had people get try that for wearing. Wait, when I was in school, kids got sent home for wearing like clothes that were too short. They were too short.
Yeah. Inappropriate outfits that cause distraction. It's in every book.
It's not.
So please try to sue.
Right.
Yeah. Please try to sue. Please do. Yeah. No doubt. No, middle school is. No, middle school. I could tell you stories about middle schoolers. They're the females.
All right,
bro. All right, well, one last thing. Bri J can speak for his generation when he says this.
Who cares what they identify as? You can identify as
whatever don't care, but they care.
Who cares? No, they're children. Who cares?
Point being,
who cares?
We're not spending too much more time on it.
All right,
if you're picking your nose and eating it, who cares?
Okay. So this next story is going to be a little, we're going to break this down a little bit. So Embracer Group Are you familiar with Embracer Group?
Yes.
They like to give hugs.
We were going to cover
it
this.
Sounds like it.
We're going to probably cover this. Yeah.
Embracer Group is breaking up into 3 separate companies. And why does this matter? Embracer Group is a company that buys IPs, that has tons of intellectual properties, and they've bought video game companies, they've bought publishing companies, tabletop games, and also they bought recently one Dark Horse Comics. And they're splitting up into 3 companies. One is called the Asmodee Group. Cool Modi.
Sure?
Coffee Stain and Friends, and Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends. So these are the 3 companies. Dark Horse falls under the Middle Earth Enterprises and Friends group. So the thing with this company is that they are in a lot of debt. They bought a lot of companies and millions of dollars on all these different IPs and rights and licenses.
For losses, JJ.
And they have tons and tons of losses. And so one of the companies they owned was Saber. They own Saber Group, and we'll talk about that in a second. But they have look at this Ticket to Ride, look at the Catan, the Exploding Kittens, Lord of the Rings.
That's actually where the Star Wars Unlimited that we play, that falls under that group.
Under the Asmodee Group?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
JJ brought up in our check is that too, yeah.
So the thing with Asmodee is the latest thing I read before we went live here is that they're using one of these companies to shuffle all the debt to that company.
It's gonna be Asmodee,
and it's probably going to be Asmodee. So that company is going to go assume all the debt, and the other 2 companies will be.
Yeah, but that allows it for restructuring.
So that's what they're doing now is restructuring.
Bro,
I don't know a lot about all of that stuff. I don't really dig.
I don't
too
think
deep
we're going to get
into
into restructuring, but I don't think the ceilings.
But this is just a small sampling of the 9,003 IPs that they own.
They bought a lot of stuff.
What's that? Yeah, they bought a lot of stuff, or rights to a lot of stuff. So one of the things that happened was Saber.
Right.
Saber Group was a video game company.
Did they what?
They bought Dunder Mifflin. Kathy Bates was in charge.
Kathy Bates, yeah. Kathy Bates came and took over, exactly. Embracer sold Saber Interactive for $247 million. So to a new company called Beacon Interactive, which is a company that was founded, which was actually the original owner of Saber. So this company paid $525 million for Saber in 2020, then now sold it back to the original owner for $247 million.
Sweet move, bro. Sweet move.
Yeah, good move, right? Smart business sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Back in the day, we used to call this Troyonomics. But anyway, so they own the rights Warhammer 40,000.
Yeah.
Space Marines 2, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake is part of this. So this could still come out from Saber, or it could go. They might still have the original rights. Could still be back to Embracer. So we don't know where they're still.
Well, a lot of people who buy high ratio incentive variants probably know what this feels like. You buy it for the week it comes out for $250, and then you get to sell it for $125 a few weeks later.
Yeah, so, we just dealt with. Remember, this sounds very familiar to DC and its restructuring. Remember how they were going to go out of business?
Yeah.
So right, yeah.
I
don't think they're going out of business anytime. They're going to restructure things, and they're selling off parts of it to make some money back, pay off some debts. The reason that this was kind of a big deal to me, besides all those IPs, was the whole Dark Horse thing. Dark Horse has been having some issues getting stuff out on time and stuff, and so this restructuring and lack of focus may have had something to do with it. So
no, I probably doubt it. It hasn't. It's not even in effect yet. They say it's going to. They said within the next.
Yeah, by the end of the year, one of them is going to happen. Then by next year is the other one. I don't remember which was which. So
I think they're. Yeah, I think they're going to try to. I don't want to get into all the technical financials.
Let's not get into all that. Let's talk about some streaming stuff. Got a couple of streaming news. Speaking of businesses and money, Netflix, 9.3 million subscribers they gained since the beginning of 2024. How did they do this?
Because they cut off all the
letting you share passwords. So it worked, which
they got
sucks.
you suckered.
Yeah,
they
so
suckered all you suckers.
Passwords, so they made everybody buy their own memberships, and it worked because now they're got so much more money.
And didn't we get grandfathered in if you didn't have that problem with you? So I think they charge you more if you have to start up a new account. So good job.
Yeah, so so their terrible strategy is working, and now they are making a lot more money.
Yeah, so that was another one. That was just like the last story. Everybody said Netflix is over. It's going to be done. Shared accounts.
And they're still doing they're testing, or they're doing some ad-based accounts as well. Not testing, but they're doing ad-based accounts, so they're making money off of that too. So Netflix is just doing great.
Rolling.
And great on the other side of this, what's that?
Great's an understatement if you watch Rebel Moon. That's terrible. No. Anyways, go ahead.
Getting back to Rebel Moon again?
No, Rebel Moon. So, in a different, Amazon Prime does Skybound or does Invincible.
Yes.
And there was some news late last week that there were some animation cells or footage of Invincible that was found on a North Korean server. So
North Koreans.
Skybound responded and said there was an unconfirmed report concerning cloud storage server connected to a North Korean IP address that supposedly contains an Invincible animation sketch.
Can we bomb them finally? Just wipe them off now because of this?
Because they
spoiler alert. Because they spoiled this. Spoiler alert. Everybody hates somebody who spoils something. You gotta say spoiler alert first. They didn't say spoiler alert. That's instant death.
It's done. What did I spoil? I didn't spoil anything.
Not you, them.
Not you.
North Korea.
Oh. North Korea.
I didn't spoil anything.
Spoiled the show.
They spoiled the show. Done. It doesn't matter about all the other stuff or the egregious stuff, how they're humanity.
Skybound says that they had no knowledge of any North Korean company working on its animated projects. Just to be clear.
Yeah, no shit, huh?
That's what they're gonna say.
Really?
They said.
They can hardly get food out there. Yeah, but yeah, they're working on Invincible. Jesus Christ.
I don't understand.
This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
I don't know what's happening.
Why would you have to deny that? Like who in their right mind thought?
Because it got reported and they had to defend themselves.
No, I thought that somebody from North Korea stole, was fishing, like they do, and
they said that North Korea actually worked on it. Somebody
said that, and people. Hold on, once again, can we have the adults back in the room? If somebody says that, you just go, okay. Can we just stop with all the bullshit from now on? Like, if you think the Earth's flat, okay, buddy, keep walking that. If you think that North Korea is producing Invincible, okay, you're just too dumb to talk to, right? Like, can we just stop? You're not going to save those people. Let them go just walk off
I'm not trying to save anybody.
I don't mean they should kill themselves. I'm not saying they shouldn't end themselves. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying let them lemming someplace else. Lemmings do lemming shit. Like, let them go do something, all right?
Let them go dress up in their furry costume.
No way. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. I no respect for Skybound at that point. When the person comes up to you and says, hey, you go, I'm sorry, what? And they say again, you can say, I'm sorry, I don't speak. Whatever you're saying, I don't speak that. See you later. Okay, thank you. I have adult things to do now. Okay. Like sitting on a toilet and watching YouTube videos.
All right, just really quick. If somebody accuses you of something, you don't defend yourself.
Most times not. No, I don't.
Got it. Okay.
I just keep going on.
Yeah,
I just keep going on. Like at this point, like if you're
no
somebody who's that dumb,
to justify
if you're so dumb, like if you're so dumb and you say dumb stuff, right? And you continuously say dumb stuff over and over again. If somebody believes the dumb stuff you're saying, they're stupid also. Like if it doesn't make any sense. Like if you say like people are stealing stuff, but they own stuff all like how can they? Like if you're in the streets, they're in the streets and you sit at home all day and don't do anything but rip off welfare, like who are you going to believe? If you want to believe that, like go ahead. But like in my thing, no, I'm not going to. Who cares? My time's valuable. Dude, I'll tell you I bill out. I'll tell you my billing rate's $3.25 an hour. So no, I don't have time for that bullshit. No, not a second to waste. And I don't know who over there at Skybound has got that type of time to waste with this nonsense, but absolutely not. Boo you. Boo you. Anybody? Am I clear? We're clear.
100% clear. Crystal.
Good. Glad we're clear.
Like Pepsi.
Okay.
Crystal.
Mm-hmm. Crystal. Yeah. Just like that. Crystal Clear is bullshit too. I ain't got no time for it.
Fallout has been renewed for a second season. I don't know if anybody else has watched this. I'm not finished yet. I have a couple episodes left. But what I've seen is fantastic. I think it's great. And if it wasn't for Shogun, I'd be talking about this show a heck of a lot more.
I'm not reading none of that stuff.
But it's really, really good.
Don't worry, we still got it in our take it or leave it section.
Nice. So the show, Amazon says that the show ranks as one of the top 3 most watched titles ever on Prime Video and the most watched season of TV on a platform since Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power.
Terry gets it. Terry gets it. Terry gets it. Yep. Terry gets it.
Oh.
Somebody put that on a shirt.
Oh my God.
Rennavision. Yep, there's porn I could be watching.
Yeah. Rather be watching porn.
The one criticism that I have of this show is not that big of a deal. Is I wish they would have done it weekly and given me one episode a week.
Yeah,
that gives me more time to digest
everything.
That I think that's part of the reason. I mean, there's a lot more, but like part of the reason I like Shogun so much is that the anticipation for the next episode was so good and being able to wait for it.
You just mentioned the best show of the week, so
that's what I'm saying. Like, so if it wasn't for that show, this show would be great, like number 1, but it can't be because Shogun was out. So, but this was really good.
Weekly
I liked it a lot.
Would have been good.
Yeah,
which is weird that we're actually we're hoping for them to go back to the old way. Make me wait for things.
Make me wait a week.
I think if you go back 2 years when they were doing this, and I said something like that and got howled at during the, I will thank you very much, Pete. Thanks for finally recognizing I said that a while ago.
No,
I appreciate it.
Didn't disagree with it. I like the mix of things. Like I like a fast start. You can give a couple extras,
episodes,
right?
For sure.
I like
and then from there, bleed it out.
Yeah, give it to me. Give me time to digest. Give me time to watch.
Unless it's stupid, like if it's something stupid, like
Rebel Moon.
Yeah, like Rebel Moon. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
Well, because you gotta break in that thing, anyways. But like I'm saying, like even if it's like small, like the thing how they're dragging out what's that Star Wars show that's on right now? Bad Batch. That should actually be done in groups because like.
Especially you mean give like 3-4 episodes at a time? Or something?
Yeah, just do like 3-4 at a time. Let them get through it when they're going to watch
I could see that for that show.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some toys, shall we?
Toys.
Yeah, let's do it, dude. Let's talk toys.
Well, first we got a bit of toy news.
Okay, what do we got?
So Hasbro has outsourced Power Rangers toys to Playmates.
Oh, Jesus. Well, good thing I'm not a Playmate fan.
Good thing I'm not a Power Rangers fan.
Or Power Rangers, I mean,
yeah, because then I'd have to buy Playmates toys. So
Playmates toys are shit.
Yeah, so like they're making it, they're giving them the license for everything, like action figures, blasters, plush, role play stuff, vehicles, etc.
Are they gonna make them look like turtles?
I mean, what else? Do they know how to make any other figures?
I don't think so.
I think that's all they do is make that style of figure.
Squat.
No,
everybody's
because they used to do the Star Trek figures, so they did that. So they done some of those. Those were not so good either. I mean, they're making it. I mean, the comic's coming to an end too, and then now that. So
Joe isn't lying. Joe isn't lying.
It's 100% true.
Let's see. Hey, they're gonna repackage. They're repackaging Leonardo's like sword over and over and over again. And what else? They have a dagger. So I mean, like,
how about the blade that has the handle? We just give everybody one of these.
Play
we'll give them a blade
on a handle.
They really
like done the comic crossover with the Turtles and the Power Rangers a couple times, so now they can do it in toy form with Playmates. Didn't
they already do that though?
I don't know. Maybe they did.
I thought they did like a turtle and a Power Ranger like together.
Yeah.
But they did that with Stranger Things.
They did, but that was didn't they do something like that for
Cobra Kai? I remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, Cobra Kai. They did kind of with everything that they could possibly get their hands on.
Yeah, for me, this doesn't like Hasbro owns Power Ranger stuff outright. Oh, later, Marco. They literally own Power Rangers, all of it, and now they're outsourcing the one thing that they actually, one of the things that they actually own, and it doesn't make a lot of sense to me for them to do this unless it's a financial decision of some kind, or maybe the sales aren't.
I think it kind of is because if you see Power Ranger, if you check out the clearances often, and if you're a big fan of checking out the Rosses and the Ollie's on a monthly basis or weekly basis, That Power Ranger stuff is there in full force.
What's the market? What's the target market for that? Who's buying all of that Power Ranger stuff?
I don't know now. Because
Nobody.
the problem is they reboot and restart over and over again.
It's the same thing too. Yeah, it's literally the exact same figure. But now you can give it to Playmates. That's not Hasbro's problem. Hasbro can make money off it.
Yeah, they'll just make the money off of it. All right, you guys make the toys. We'll just collect some extra fees. You guys make money, cool. If not,
give us a cut. Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, it's a financial decision, so I guess.
Because it's the same thing. Like when my son got into Power Rangers, he started watching like old seasons that were on Netflix of toys they didn't make anymore. So he wanted toys that weren't in the store that I had to buy on the secondary market because Dino Power or whatever the hell they weren't out anymore. They were on to something else.
And they were Lightning Power now. So
and it's like I had to go and pay like a premium for a bunch of stuff because, well, it's the only way you could get it.
I think some of the stuff that set it off was the actual amount that they were selling.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, you're right, JJ. So
because this stuff still does sell. It just depends on what they produce that's selling, right?
Right.
Like you'll always see some empty pegs. I think that it's catching back up on those two products, Marvel and Star Wars.
I think the problem is again, it's Playmates. Like they only have one way they know how to make figures.
Playmate sucks.
It's like Mr. Brady. This is I've designed this house. This is it.
This is what it looks like.
Make it in everything. Show me your design for the new gas station.
Looks like the house.
Looks just like the Brady house.
Let's move on to some.
Well, just wait till what they morph into is just really just a couple turtle vans put together. That's just gonna be
repainted turtle van.
Repainted turtle van.
So McFarlane is giving us this Joker and Punchline 2-pack. Now, I'm not 100% positive, but I've never seen Punchline as an action figure before, at least not in this form.
I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can now pre-order it for the Joker for $39.99. It's available.
Knife and bigger knife.
Yep.
Wait, who's this again?
In 2 cents. Joker and Punchline.
Who cares?
Wow. Sorry, it took me a minute to get there. All
right. Staying with the DC.
Well, it's also perfect timing. They're gonna have a Joker Harley movie coming out, so why not do a Joker Punchline together?
That
makes sense.
Synergy.
Mondo is giving us a new Batman the Animated Series 1/6 12-inch figure, 12-inch scale figure of Bane.
Who cares?
It's a cool looking figure. Yeah, it's expensive, but
he looks really jazzy, bro.
He looks like the wrestler tried to beat up Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, that he does.
You get a separate head and like a roided out like arms and stuff that you can venomed out arms stuff that come with the extra if you get the timed edition.
No, I think that's roided out on him because he doesn't have the whole tank running all the way through.
He's got the tube thing.
Is that what that is? I thought that was like
the best Bane was the Bane I imagined in my head as Nightfall was playing out because they didn't give us a lot of information on him until they then explained him, and then I was like, oh, now.
Oh, yeah.
Why does he look like he's trying to be Travolta walking down the street?
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna strut.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about some other figures coming out.
Please do.
Nacelle is giving us new figures for the Cowboys of Moo Mesa.
It's
okay.
All of you fans of
somebody who nobody asked, something that nobody asked for. Okay.
Dozens of people have been waiting for this news.
7-inch scale figures of Marshall, Moo, Montana, Cow, Lemony, Kate, and Sheriff Terror Bull. Pre-orders are open now.
Terror Bull
2025 release, priced at $34.99 each.
Who's the person? Marshall, Moo, Montana?
Yeah, it's all cow
really
puns and alliterations. Yeah.
They couldn't afford the rights to Calamity Jane. They had to go with Calamity Kate because they wanted alliteration or
Terror Bull, dude.
Well, that's what that pun is.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bad. But this is some old Saturday morning thing that I never watched, and now it's getting more action figures.
Chat's got it.
Yeah.
It's something.
All right. Well, we talked about this one previously, but now I've got some more details for you. The Playmates 40th anniversary Voltron.
Those look plastic to me.
Red, yellow, green, and blue Lions are suggested retail price of $19.99 each. They do move.
Oh, I was gonna make a joke. I was like, maybe Playmates made them, and they did. That's why they don't bend at the knee. Playmates made it.
The Black Lion is $29.99, and it comes with 60 plus sound effects and phrases. And yes, if you get
all that's going to be
lions,
that's why they picked up Power Ranger, because they're literally going to just repeat this.
Well, we already know how to make the Megazords.
16-inch tall Voltron. Yes, it's plastic. And it costs you $20, $40, $60, $80, and $30, $110 to build this Voltron.
Most likely at Target.
Our guy up here, he's metal and plastic at least.
Yeah. Yeah, most likely a Target exclusive. I was not able to confirm that, but it's only available so far. It's on Target's website. You couldn't order it except for one of the Lions last time I checked, but that could have changed.
Wonder how much this one is.
Well, it's 110 total.
110.
You got to buy it all separate. You got to buy the Lions and the
How
previous.
Big was it again? I'm trying to.
16 inches tall.
All right, so it's bigger than the one that I got. So okay.
Probably, yeah. But why? Yeah. Look, if you look at this, if you look at the scale, like why is Voltron's face so tiny inside the Black Lion's head? I can't like.
That's
odd choice.
It's kind of weird design, so I don't know. I'll stick with my OG. So not gonna get rid of it.
Well, at least you got the OG.
Oh, that's true. I got a long time ago though. Let's get into now. You can do your little tune, Marco, because I got something here for you. Sort of. X-Men 97 custom comic Xbox Series X. So before you get excited, you can't buy this.
Oh,
it's only available in a sweepstakes directly from Xbox. It's wrapped in a limited edition comic inspired by the series. So literally, if you look at the Xbox, it's all got a comic.
That's fine, but I wouldn't mind getting a controller.
Well, I believe that you can buy a controller.
All right, now we're talking.
So
let me take a look at these.
To get any details of like how to buy them or who was even making them, but they had all these pictures there. And it led me to believe that the Wolverine one you could get with the Xbox as a prize. But this one, these all will probably be available for purchase at some point.
I like the Gambit and the Rogue.
Oh, the Gambit is kind of a cool color. Yeah, I like that.
Well, I mean, it's black, but you get that little hint of the pink fuchsia or whatever the heck it is.
I think I have a feeling that some of these will be store exclusives of some kind, like Amazon might get one and Target. I think. I don't know, because I can't see one store carrying all of them.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's fair. I mean,
yeah, I could see Wolverine being everywhere. I could, like that kind of thing. But
yeah,
I don't see
Cyclops just because generic kind of thing. Maybe Magneto.
Right. Yeah, you can get some of them everywhere, but most of them will probably be there's enough retailers out there like GameStop and Best Buy and Target and Walmart, and so everybody might get one different one they have to get.
The Bishop and the Beast need to swap.
He's kind of
only because there's no red on Bishop's. He's got that big red bandana.
The scarf, the scarf is
red. And then Beast, what the red's on his is the little X on his.
Yeah, that should be flip-flopped too.
Pants, it's tiny.
There was no information on price or when they were going to be released, so I just decided to show you a picture. So
if you could get one, which one would you get? Chat as well. Might as well. We'll open it up to everybody.
I mean, the only reason why is because after you take it out to see how it looks, it's probably Magneto.
Yep. Magneto, and I think the Storm one's kind of cool too. I like.
I think I'd go with the Rogue. Like I said, I like the green. I like the green and yellow. I think I'd go Rogue if I had to pick one.
No, definitely not Cyclops. Even that looks stupid.
All right, let's move on to comics.
What do we got? I think we got some good news. Well, maybe not good.
I don't know if they're that good, Zach.
Yeah, they're all right. The thing with the Xbox controllers though is you can use them on PC. A lot of Xbox.
Anytime you see a PlayStation controller that's for some other, it doesn't look cool. They just look shitty.
Hey, Rob.
It's the same looking thing.
What was it? Go back to Jean Grey one. Because I was kind of vibing on the Gambit one, but I didn't get it. I was like, yeah, maybe, but maybe not.
Well, it's mostly black, like, and it's got the little bit of pink and blue on it. But I like that one. That was probably number 2.
No, green. Isn't that green?
It looks like a dark green to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess he's right with that. Jean Grey kind of looks interesting too. Yeah, right. Grab it for the mud. Yep. Grab it for the mud.
But can't see the undersides on some of these might be a different color. We can't really see.
Right. Yeah. They can't see any of that
the
stuff.
Cyclops does look like it is undercover.
Yeah, its underside is yellow. And probably the Wolverine is probably blue.
You can kind of see some of the. You can see. Yeah, the Wolverine looks dark in the back. Yeah, they all look like dark in the back.
Oh, they all look maybe dark. Yeah.
Unless that's just the packaging.
That's less fun.
Yeah. Well, if I get better pictures, I'll let you guys know. And once they or where they're going to be for sale, I'll definitely.
Hey, we're spending a lot of money on investigating reporting now. Really.
Yeah. Well, regardless, you can always make your own Xbox controller. Like you can pick all the colors and buttons and everything. Like
you can do that.
Can design.
Oh my God, AOA, he was so terrible in that episode. Almost ruined it. Almost ruined it.
All right, let's talk about some comic news. So James Robinson, you might remember him from such
Starman
and the Golden Age and other cool stuff. He's gonna debut his own creator-owned series, Patra, from Dark Horse. Hopefully that comes out.
Yeah, spoiler
alert. This arrived in comics shops on August 21st, and these were the first couple of covers that I saw for this book. I don't know what it's about. It's interesting. Slasher elements with the mysterious protagonist. I'm interested.
Doing a new Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Kind of looks like Johnny a little bit. Yeah, definitely that. But Robinson's, in my opinion, John Robinson's a pretty good writer. So I can't tell you the last thing he did. So it's kind of cool. I'd check it out if Dark Horse ever decides to put it out. I can't even remember anything. I got to meet him once, and he was pretty cool guy. But that's all I can tell you.
Big Starman fan.
I like that Starman series.
Starman wasn't bad. I didn't read the whole thing. It's one of those things I've been meaning to do.
Yeah, I never finished it either. I can't remember the end. I definitely was a fan of Jack Knight, though.
Well, whatever floats your boat.
No, it was good. Dynamite is giving us a Chitara series.
Something that nobody's been asking for.
Why?
They they said they took a lot of pitches from different people for
and they said, you know what? We could sell the most amount of covers with this character.
With Chitara. And this was only some of the covers. All these are going to have black and white variants and ultraviolet variants and all kinds of things. Although I most likely, if it's not a incentive of some kind, I'll probably get that Souls Omega cover. Just because it looks kind of cool.
Which one's that?
The fourth one from the left.
I'm probably not getting this series.
Yeah,
I'm sitting out. Sitting out. I just can't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's too much. It is too much. But yeah, I've been getting some Sozo. Her DC stuff has been pretty awesome. The women coverage she's been doing. She's pretty nice.
Right?
Oh yeah.
She is coming to Detroit, yeah. She'll be here.
Okay.
Dynamite also giving us Powerpuff Girls.
Oh wow, excited.
They're coming back. Yes. So they will be here, written by Kelly Thompson.
What is this about? What's Powerpuff Girls about?
It's about three
little girls, I guess. They've got powers.
Sugar, spice, everything nice, and some chemical X.
So in other words, we have no clue what it's about. Okay, cool.
No, it's not for us. We're not the target audience. So this is good.
Yeah, but they're the monkey.
Mojo Jojo. That's all I know.
Mojo Jojo.
That's all I know.
Yeah, and literally, there was an episode with this villain called Him, and that villain was really scary.
Really?
It was genuinely scary. I don't know how kids watch that stuff because it was pretty scary.
Well, what's with the Booberry guys in the middle there?
I have no idea what that's all about. I don't know.
Are they detectives? Are they hard-boiled detectives? What's with the fedoras?
Wait, is that one girl's eye blown out? Did she get her eye punched out? Like she got a black eye, or blonde-haired one?
Oh no, she's winking.
Oh,
it does look like she has an eye infection.
Maybe she has pink eye.
Little girls. I don't know.
She's got cats. She got pink eye.
Yeah, I'm gonna move on. Blue Beetle series will be ending with issue number 11.
Nice round number.
Josh Trujillo posted that to social media. That 11 will be the final issue. He gave you this nice little message. And the last issue will be an oversized finale. And it's been an honor for him to make Blue Beetle for you. Number 11
I want to say
all 11 episodes.
We've been canceled. Like the series has been canceled.
You know, this was shortened to 11. But then this one was extended to 11.
Nice.
What's up with DC?
What's with the number 11?
Yeah.
The number 11. They're giving us 11 issues, and this is the other cover.
Couldn't quite make 12. It's
Nope.
just too much for 10.
Martin Simmons is doing the cover for this next issue as well, number 7. All the covers are going to be cardstock, but so I don't know how many. I think it was only supposed to be an 8-issue series before. Don't quote me on that, but now it's going to.
I don't know what it was supposed to run before.
Yeah. Well, you're going to get 11 issues of this.
But yeah, 11. That's more than I
Well,
thought.
no, there's kind of a problem with that. So they're going to extend the storyline.
Yes.
Like it's a finite storyline.
Maybe they couldn't tell it all in the number of issues they were supposed to.
Bro, they could have told him 7.
Hey, you guys want to stretch it?
Okay.
How?
It's selling really good. Let's make it even longer.
Just draw some of the pages more double page spreads for the art. Maybe we'll do some backup stories.
Yeah, that's what
Don't
they're
worry.
Flashback
Backup stories. Yeah, good idea. Backup
Good
stories.
idea. We got it. Oh, good.
And then we're going to get a Mark Miller and Phil Hester Swamp Thing omnibus.
Screw that. I still say Millar. I don't care.
All right, Millar.
I don't care if it's
Millar
incorrect.
Millar it is.
Swamp
Who
Thing.
says it's not Millar?
Volume 2, number 140 to 171, with a brand new introduction by Phil Hester, and afterward by Mark Millar, and a gallery of never before seen behind the scenes artwork. So I saw
never seen before the scene, never seen before scene,
never seen before behind the scenes.
Never before.
So
Yay.
I believe it's going
Behind
to be
the
in
scenes.
comic shops in September, and then it will be in regular shops and Amazon and such in January.
How expensive is this?
I did not see a price on here.
Terry, you got to do the hand motion with that stretch, like you're making taffy.
Oh, pizza. Oh, and
No, that would be more this with the fists.
right.
I'm
Spin
doing
it
the
in
full.
the air. It's easier. You got good dough.
That's
And then-
nice. No.
That wraps up our news for this.
Oh, good. Nice news. That was good.
Oh, I'm waiting to use the new food intro once we're ready.
Oh yeah.
I don't want any more of that food. So. All right. So typically, let's get to take it or leave it, I guess. Because we have a lot to break down on a trailer coming up here.
Oh, yes, we do. All right.
We have
Here,
reckless
I'll run the thing.
speculation.
Reckless.
We just have us
Reckless.
making
We're
stuff
just-
up.
We're just going to go hog wild.
Let's do it. Sorry, I didn't.
Alrighty. Let's
The
look at
movie
what
guy.
we read
Yeah, right.
today. First up, Ultimate Spider-Man 4. It might have seemed like it was a Brian Michael Bendis comic,
Holy
but it was
shit.
not. It was a lot of talky. If you wanted to read a whole story about Peter and MJ going out to dinner with Harry and Gwen,
Oh,
you're in
yay.
luck. That's what we got.
Oh, yay. Eating food for like 50 minutes. Like, this is terrible. This is
It wasn't terrible, but
It was
it
not good.
was very underwhelming.
Well, okay, I'll tell you this. After
For a
the
whole
other
comic,
books,
that's
this
all.
is the last book I read on the stack today.
This is the
So-
first book. This is the first book I read out of the stack.
And a book right before this. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop reading the good book. The book that I know that I'm wanting to read. I gotta stop reading it before I read. But I
Did
did
you
start
read
off
Duke
with-
first?
No, I read it right before this. Yes.
I read these in the order I'm presenting them to you guys. So this I read
Yeah,
first.
a dinner storyline that was just like first off, Shockular dating Gwen Stacy. Just shocked.
Well, we kind of knew that. Like,
oh yeah,
I think they kind of tipped their hand.
yeah,
I think
but
there was
then
even news stories released about it before.
But then it was like after that, it was like, yay, let's just do this the whole time. And then let's do more of it. And then let's do more of it. I just couldn't wait for it to be over.
Yeah. I still do like Jonah and Ben Barker.
That was like two pages, maybe?
I know. It wasn't much.
All right.
But to be fair, then...
Yeah, thumbs down.
So we do have to... there it is. Okay, so... I'm probably... I'm a crooked. It wasn't great, but it still was entertaining. I still liked some of the conversation. I just wish there was more to this book than just this conversation. That's all. You're straight up one thumb down.
Dude, it was boring. I put it down.
All right, that's fair enough.
It was just boring.
Dub, did you mess with this one?
I like AOA. I read 1, 2, 3. I don't know.
Barely made it to the show on time today. I didn't even make it. I didn't even make it to the show on time today.
Fair enough. So unfortunately, Marco's full-on thumbs down outweighs my partial thumbs up, and I can see that point.
AOA's got my back on that one. So
I wouldn't be opposed to this. Fine, you leave it. I wouldn't be heartbroken if I didn't get this today. After reading it, I don't think I need to read it again.
Nothing happened.
That's what I mean. Nothing happened.
All right, what's next?
My suggestion, because Marco wanted to read Ghost Rider, I was like, "There's no Ghost Rider this week."
Oh yeah, I don't know why I wanted to read Ghost Rider. I think
that was last week, and we got a second.
I know. I think it got left in my thing, and then when I picked it up, it was in the.
Yeah, but I threw Blade in there because this is going to be a theme the rest of the way. Final issues.
The final battle between Blade and the Adana.
Yeah,
Adana.
It was good.
I haven't been keeping up with Blade. So I didn't know he could do Dracula stuff now, but apparently Blade can do Dracula stuff now.
Yeah, because he became part vampire. Yeah,
he like turns.
Yeah, then you weren't watching our show when our friend Jack.
Yeah, Jack explained that to us.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that, but I didn't see it in action until I was reading this, and he turned into smoke and was killing all the vampires, like blowing them up from the inside out.
Ultimate Tolson is a better read. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, before you move on from
the art's not great in this book, but it was the story was well done. The ending was well done.
Yeah, this cover is also not good.
Yeah.
In particular, but there weren't a lot of options.
That
said, it was still
Well, I mean, with this
you're full on thumb up.
Yeah, I thought it was fun.
It wasn't terrible, like I said, it's just I felt a little lost at times, but to be fair, I haven't been keeping up, so that's on me for feeling a little bit lost. And then two, I felt like they guys kind of sped through things, but I guess it's the final issue, so I didn't need any more. They weren't going to build it up anymore. It was just all right. Let's get to the rooftop.
I'm glad they didn't do this with it. Actually, I'm glad
we don't need to fight her. I already won. Okay, well I'm going to kill you anyway.
I thought it was good. It was fine. It was. Hey, we're getting on. We're moving on. We're going to the next series. It was a decent ending.
Well, they're getting ready for Blood Hunt, so I mean, I gotta move on to that.
Yeah, that's also partly why I wanted to put it in here.
All right. That's a good idea. That would force us to have to decide that before Wednesday.
Yeah, the problem is we usually. Hey, I'll tell you this, Cosmic. The problem with that is we usually read like 10 books and we only choose like 4 or 5 because some of them just there's nothing to say about them. So
yeah, because to be fair, I actually enjoyed Amazing Spider-Man more this week than Ultimate Spider-Man. Not that Amazing Spider-Man was a better story. It's just I felt there was more action and I was more into it than just the dinner story. But I didn't want to double up with Spider-Man, so
yeah.
When that Chasm was on the cover of that?
Yeah, it was that, and you had the Goblin Queen and Hollow's Eve. I don't know. They're building. They're still building to issue 50, so it's
gotcha.
It is what it is. But all right, that's a good idea. We can do some
polls. We'll figure out a way to do something. At least a couple of them we might try.
Yeah, we'll do some polls. We'll pick like a handful of books, like what Marvel book you want us to read, what DC book, and then we can fill in with other things that we want to read too. Because we'll do 5, but we'll put a couple up for the.
That'll make it easier too. Because a lot of times we're like, I read this book. Don't read this book. It's terrible. Then we don't read it.
So. Well, we won't know until the day of. Like we're reading books the day they come out. We don't know if they're good or not.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. Like right now, there's like sometimes where I'm like, hey, don't take that book off the list. I just read it. It's like,
yeah, but we got to tell people if it's crappy, might as well. That said, final issue, Duke.
This is the final issue?
This is it. Duke Mini's done.
It probably was the best issue. It was good. It was very, very good.
Yeah, I'm on board.
I mean, it was probably the best issue. Like, I like
that's saying a
everything.
lot because the past issues were pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because it just sets things up. Like, that's what it is. It told the story and yet still set things up for the future.
We're not gonna read Penthouse comics.
Yeah, that came out today.
That and there was like a nice little Destro tease in the back of it too.
Oh, with the new Destro miniseries, yeah.
Yeah. Like there was like I guess it was a tease, right?
I'm excited about it.
Final few
I'm excited about the Destro thing too.
We're getting Destro and Scarlet.
Yeah, it's gonna be Destro and Scarlet the next two. So, all right. I mean, I'm not a huge Scarlet fan, but you got to see her in this one, anyways.
You weren't a Duke fan either when this series started, so
yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Duke was pretty cool in this.
So hopefully, Scarlet's as good as Duke.
They did Duke justice in this.
It just stinks because Cobra Commander is gone.
Is he dead?
No, but it's like finishing off his series to replace him with Destro, which is okay. I like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
But then, like, I wish I would have got something as strong as Cobra Commander on this side. Like, I wish they would have done. I don't know who, but like, Flint.
Maybe, well,
Snake Eyes, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
Snake Eyes would be as strong as who's as strong as Cobra Commander? Yeah, but so is Cobra Commander, and how they did Cobra Commander was like
no, it was Cobra Commander was just more interesting because of the angle they kind of took, because they didn't really make him. It wasn't like he was like overpowered or outwitted. Like he got captured and stuff. He just lucked into his way into a good situation.
We'd have to re-rank the characters, but like, yeah, maybe like if you're gonna do that, Tunnel Rat, we could have Pete out there. You know what I mean?
No Tunnel Rat.
Tunnel Rat.
Oh, but Dub, did you get this one or no?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Fair enough. We'll stick with it. This is definitely worth a read, just based off of.
Yeah, I'm excited to read it.
Yeah, get this. Bat's cool. Yeah, it's just a fun issue.
Maybe Roadblock. Roadblock would have been fun.
Well, we'll see next. All right, now our last book, and this wasn't the last book I read today, but the last book I read for this, our purpose
first
here
book I read today. Yeah,
is the final issue of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles before we reboot.
I don't remember that cover.
It definitely needs a reboot.
This is cover A. I had literally, again, not been reading The Road to. I've been meaning to, but I picked this up. I had no idea what the hell was going on. I was like, who's this baboon guy? Why are we chasing a futuristic Donatello? Who Venus? She can talk to ghosts. I don't know what's going on. Who's in the head talking to who? Who are these?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're a fan of this.
These were made up characters that you drew, and they came to life because of
pen. Yeah,
I had no idea what the hell was going on.
Because it's terrible.
I was just buried in not knowing anything.
And then the pen thing, then you can make a different pen out of one of the rocks, and you can erase.
Yeah, you take a rock and it made a pen, and then. But then Donatello was. I did not like this. I did not like this at all.
I'm with you. It's not good. How about
there was references
like this?
I like the fact they referenced stuff that happened and told me the issue to go and read. That was helpful, at least.
No, I could figure out what was going on. I'm gonna give it this because they did a decent job at just writing and just moving the story along. But like, it just.
I will. All right. You know what? I'll give you a crooked one too, because it's my own fault. I didn't know what was going on, but
I don't want at this point. I don't want to know what's going on any more than I already do.
Yeah, I mean, it's over. I see.
Yeah, it's over now. Jason Aaron's coming.
Yeah, they set things up for the Aaron run. There's just a lot of the lore I just have not kept up with on this IDW series. Like there was humans. Like, who was the mother? It was a Japanese lady, and I just didn't know who. And there were bodies
for the DNA thing. How did you understand all that? Did you read the book?
I did, but I didn't really get. I was like, wait, what DNA? Like, what are you saying? That
it was called DNA. I think it was called Q&A, but still.
Q&A. Yeah. All right. I didn't understand. All right. What is Q&A?
Well, then she had it because she put the essence back into the.
Yeah, but I didn't understand why we were getting it.
I'm not gonna say anything because I'm spoiling.
They must have touched on these in previous stories. Is all I'm saying. It didn't come out of nowhere. I just didn't appreciate it because I didn't know what they were talking about because I didn't read the other.
Well, they went back to the OG story. Okay, well, I didn't think it was hard as Pete to figure out, but okay, all right. I don't want to say anything because I don't want to spoil it.
There were humans?
No, the DNA comes. No.
I'm talking about the bit with the dead humans, and then they sucked out life force and put them in a rock, and then that got that bit.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like that stuff. I'm like, huh? Whatever. Cool.
Yeah, I think to explain it, you spoiled the.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that.
I probably spoiled it too much already. But to be fair, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. All right. With that said, those were the comics we chose. So we do have
Rennavision
streaming to get into.
Yes, please.
Marcos sitting this one out. Dub said he didn't finish yet, but I put this back in here because I actually did finish Fallout Season 1 because we put it in here the first time. I was halfway through. Dub was through a couple. How far are you into this, Dub?
I have 2 episodes left. We tried to watch on Sunday night and we couldn't, and then past 2 nights there was no way
you're
we
at
could
6.
watch it.
I got you.
Yeah, we have 2 left. Yeah, the wife really wanted to watch it.
I thoroughly
but
enjoyed
didn't
this.
have time. Yeah, what we've seen so far, she was upset after I think the 2nd or 3rd episode, and then she still kept on with it because there was a character in there that didn't make it as far as she wanted him to, and then she's all in because now she's watching.
Yeah,
she's watching.
This thing is not wasting. It's moving at a good pace.
Yes, the pace
is moving
is very
too quickly,
good.
And it's not moving too slowly, but it's not dragging and saying build up. Like things are happening, but at the same time, there's still plenty more to go.
And I love the flashbacks, the way they're telling the backstory by just giving us pieces of it along the way.
Yeah, it's you, and you got a couple more to go. It finishes nicely. I'll say this: it finishes nicely, but at the same time, sets up season 2, which thankfully we know we are getting.
Yep, we know now that we're getting for sure.
So I'm full on board to recommend this. If you got time to go and watch this, I'd say watch it.
Dub, are you going to that con this weekend?
Nope.
Me either.
And I'm going to give the second one because I feel like Dub's on board too, even though he's not finished.
Oh yeah. No, I'm all in. Yeah.
Nope.
100%.
There we go. So take it.
Yep.
All right. There you go. Yeah.
Second show.
Cosmic One.
Well, not the show. This one is a movie because I watched it last night, and Marco said he watched it too. Rebel Moon Part 2, The Scargiver. I finally watched Part 1.
That's the name of it? Wow, that's stupid. Wow, that's a stupid name for this.
So,
The Scargiver.
Would you rather watch this movie or watch paint dry? Because that's what I heard. This was
going okay,
so that's what Matt said.
You guys give it, but then I figured it out. I figured out how to watch this movie.
Okay.
Please tell me. Unless you want me to give my first reactions to this.
You can give your first reaction, and I'll tell.
I watched the first one. I don't know which one was better. The villain was better in the first one than he was in the second one. They gave him a little bit more to do, but it's still lazy. The way this is written and the way this story plays out, it's lazy. Yes. They did not spend time actually explaining characters or relying on you to just assume and fall into the cliche of who this character is to fill in the gaps because they don't give them to you. The flashbacks are weird that they just throw in there. They could have done those better as well. They're just, hey, let's sit around a table and all tell flashbacks. Cool, let's all do flashbacks now. It's just could be better if it was written better.
Yes, but
at the same time, the basic story is already a ripoff and a knockoff and very cliche to begin with. So I don't know exactly what I'm looking for, apart from the fact that, to be fair, even after all of that, I still will watch a part 3 if they make it.
What are you giving it?
Very crooked thumbs up because, like I said, ultimately I will watch another one, but it has its plot. It's got a lot of problems.
Did you watch this, Dub?
No.
Okay, so here's the deal. I watched 20 minutes of it, and I was throwing up every 3 minutes because it was so terrible. Then I figured something out. This is how you have to watch it to make it actually passable to actually watch this steaming pile of dog shit. There's so many slow-mo scenes. At one point, I said, hold on now. I went down to my little iPad, pulled it up on the iPad, and when you pull it up on your iPad, there's this little button down here you can hit. It looks like a speed thing, right, from Netflix. And you move that bitch up to 1.5 1.25 speed. And then you hit there, and then you flick that up to your big screen TV. And all of a sudden, it takes everything. Like the words aren't too fast, but it makes the motion faster. So it's kind of almost like turns it into like a Terminator style, like Terminator 2 style type show with a little bit of like John Wickish in there. It really makes the show a lot better, like a ton better.
How is the dialogue not weird though?
Because, dude, no, it doesn't. Yeah,
well,
you don't realize
5 not too bad. I do.
You don't realize. Yeah, you don't realize how slow, including the dialogue, is in this movie.
Oh, I know that dialogue was slow. I just didn't think that the pace would change it a lot.
Yeah. So like that's. Yeah. So like if you do that, it's the Marco cut.
Oh, the wheat harvesting. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. But all of it. So like it speeds that up. On the slow mos, it actually makes it so it doesn't look so bad. And then the action scenes, like it's really cool because it turns the characters in their style into almost like Terminator 2 like fighting style stuff. It's like really cool, man. But I mean, even with all that, it's still like, I mean, I'm gonna watch 3, but it's still crooked thumbs down. It only turned into crooked thumbs down. I can't tell at full speed because I can't watch it at full speed because it's a horror story of shit for the first 20 minutes.
So this movie was supposed to be Star Wars movie, right? That's what originally.
This would not have worked as Star Wars.
He pitched it to Star Wars and said Star Wars should do it. It was supposed to be a Star Wars. It was supposed to be from a Star Wars.
They said we did this already in Clone Wars.
And they said this is fucking horrible, and they were right.
Did they try turning the brightness up, or was that a problem in this movie?
The brightness wasn't that bad. The speed was terrible. It was too many slow. It's his same shit he always does. Too much slow mos. His fights, like why every time somebody's about to punch you.
It's it's mostly just leaning on the cliches of what for you to fill in the gaps. Like when they actually showed some of the things, you're like, seriously, this is why she's wanted. Like that had to be the dumbest scene I think I've ever seen put to film with the king and the queen. Like it made no sense. Like they put on a charade for nobody. Like I didn't understand. I'm like, wait, if you're all in on it, who is this for? Like, why are you pretending like she did it? Like it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the sense didn't make it. I'm just saying speed it up because at least.
No, I get that, but I don't even know if you bothered watching that part with the big bad and the turn, and they basically did a Julius Caesar on the king. I was like, okay, I get what you're going for, and then.
But wasn't that a flashback?
It was, but what I'm saying is the flashback, but the way the scene played out made no sense. It was like, the assassin. Wait, what?
That was the worst part of this thing.
If you see, it make more sense.
You know what I'm talking about, and it makes no sense whatsoever.
No. What here was what they proved something I've been saying for a very long time. Fuck the Snyder cut. Like all those people
I don't need more of
each other. No, absolutely not. Like this tells you that like. No, his stuff was garbage. He went on the internet. He tried to do stuff around to try to please people, and like he's not good. So
wait, so where was your thumb?
Quarter thumbs down because I watched it at like 1.25 speed. So it's the only salvageable
crooked one.
Yeah, crooked.
Now we're split.
Oh, it's crap. The whole chat said it's dog shit. So we're not split. It's
ultimately, yeah. Like I said, just because I only have the crooked thumbs up because I kind of want to see where this goes, but
why?
I don't think they're gonna make any more. And
you don't need to know where this goes. We know where this goes in the dumpster.
Well, I'm kind of hoping for something new. That he has to tell us something new.
Yeah, there was a story that broke or that came out today about Zack Snyder, and he has an animated series coming out, but I didn't feel like changing the news to put that in there today.
Yeah, nobody cares.
All right. How about let's feel better about ourselves.
Okay.
Who's he related to that he gets jobs?
The finale to Shogun.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I can't tell you if a more perfect show has been made I can't tell you the last time I thought a show was so good. Like all the way through the cinematography, the costumes, the dialogue, the character development, the stuff that you found out in the last episode, the casting, everything was top notch in this show. 100%, 10 out of 10. Would recommend for anyone to watch this and watch it again if you've already seen it. Thank you.
Yeah. I know, Marco, you saw, and you were more familiar. I saw the original one, but I don't remember very well.
So I
know you're more familiar with the book. From what I read is this did finish the way that the book finished.
Yeah, it did it in different like flip around some stuff. So I thought they were gonna. At first, I didn't realize it was the last episode, but then I was like, wait, why are they doing that? That's at the last episode. Like that should be the end. The ship portion or whatever.
Yeah.
When he does the thing with the guy and like reveals who did the ship thing.
Yeah.
But like, then I mean, it was great. It was great.
It was great.
Why tell the future to a dead man?
There's differences, but
that was pretty cool. That was pretty
gold.
Cool.
It was so good
because it still kind of leaves you. Well, I feel like I know, but
there is, but Jedi, the tone. Like when they say there's an adaptation, this is how I think fans of any adaptation wishes the adaptation was handled. That's all I'm gonna say. Because like you're not going in the book and you're going like, well, but you're going like, okay, okay, all right. I can.
They still hit the main point.
They hit the points. They hit the
And again, as the way that I read it, the creators wanted it to end the way that it ended because that's what brought them to this wanting to do this story to begin with was the actual
it's not okay. So there is stuff they could have put. It's tough. It's good because now you guys can all go read the book and watch the original.
And I'm going.
That's on my short list. Yeah. I'm gonna definitely watch the original. And then
same thing with a couple other scenes. All of them were like the same high notes were in it, just done a little differently.
No, that's fine. I don't care if they tweak little things like that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you got to make it more presentable to a television audience. And
no, it's not even that. It's just like
telling a story on a different medium.
The way. Well, you could have done it the same way because they did before, closer to the book. But like you as an artist just decide to change it. Anything they changed didn't make a difference. Let's put it that way.
Okay. Well, point being, take it. Make sure you go and watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, go watch it. Do yourself a favor.
Absolutely.
And finally,
please,
this week's episode.
Yeah,
April 24th. So now we begin we will begin the final 3-part arc for the end.
Time I was falling in love.
Bright Eyes.
OZT. Make sure you check out Dollar Bin Digging because there was some stuff that was going to be on Under the Radar. We moved it to Dollar Bin Digging.
Yep. Marco gave me a handful of stuff to cover because,
don't worry about it, man. You guys will get it. Make sure you're checking in there because pretty much it turned into Dollar Bin Digging.
So I'm giving you
Under the Radar turned into
tomorrow, and then I'm spoiling shit.
Yeah. So, great. Excited. I mean, they're using a 90s villain shows up. They are. I mean, that's kind of like the original X-Men, right? Like they're using a little bit of artistic freedoms, just like Shogun.
Yeah, they're tweaking
the same high notes. You're hitting the same high notes, but you're like, tweaking a little bit. So, yeah, good.
Which is what the original show did too, though, right?
Yeah, exactly what the original cartoon did. Yep.
Yep. So no complaints from me here.
Don't want to spoil it. It's short, too short, probably. That's the only problem we have.
With this episode. Yeah.
There's something you'll see something on. I would suggest to go Dollar Bin Digging because something showed up in there, and I'm not sure people realize what it was, but they will.
Wait, when is Dollar Bin Digging happening?
Tomorrow.
Nice.
Oh, tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll have it tomorrow. I already got a bunch planned out, and like I said, Marco and I were talking today, and we took a bunch of Under the Radar, and I'm putting it in there because I was going to do it anyway.
Very good.
Some of it.
Yeah, I'm behind on this.
This is very good.
To suffer. And this suffered, but I'm going to catch up with this. I promise.
No, I mean, and now I kind of know what they're going to do with the next 3 episodes, and I am excited. I'm excited. So
yeah, definitely should be good, and I think that wraps us up.
It's not going to be extinguished. It's not going to be what we thought it was.
Yeah, no, it's definitely not.
It's not going to be.
Already kind of did like that part. Already kind of passed.
Yes.
Yeah, so Genosha's already gone, so we can't do Extinction Agenda.
Genosha.
But
yeah, but very good stuff. Very good stuff.
Definitely. And you know what? I feel stupid for not seeing it before.
That it was coming.
Well, I don't think because
because of the timing. Like if you look when this character was created, it's right there.
So the character that shows up that eventually is going to
he was created in 96, 97.
96,
so
95
right there.
actually, I think, right? Somewhere around there. Yeah. So they're using characters from that time.
And with that, I don't have
yes, he travels the whole country clearing out the dollar bin before he puts the episode out.
Yes.
Good job,
exactly.
DK. You got him. You
got him.
Yep, the whole country. I can't even tell you the last store I went to. Like I had to be picking up my books just because I'm busy making you guys content.
Delivered.
He gets hand delivered books.
He gets his books hand delivered to his house. That's true.
Okay.
Yep. But we don't have an intro for this because I forgot to make one.
All right, we're doing the breakdown of the trailer, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. We're going to talk about the
Deadpool
Wolverine trailer and all of the craziness kind of ensues here.
I gotta tell you, I was not excited. I might not have been so excited. Like, I turned on and I accidentally hit the Deadpool trailer as soon as it dropped. You know, like sometimes you're watching. I was watching what the actual color of fishing lures look like under the water to fish. You think that's weird, but like they don't have this filter, so they look at it. Can't remember what they called it, but
are you a fish? What do you care what it looks like under the water?
Because I fish. So like
you're not a fish. So who cares what it looks like?
Well, the lures.
You just need to know if it works.
Whatever.
Anyways, you need to know if the lure works, not what it looks. Who cares what it looks like under the water to the fish?
Well, because certain colors, because different lures.
You're worried about the colors of fish.
Yeah, because they make the same lure in different colors. So sometimes you want to see like in different water conditions what it actually looks like, and fish can't see. Apparently, they can't see.
Save that for after hours. We'll do the
anyways, so then this came on, which I was happy because I was like, okay, cool. Wait, what? I was looking at fishing colors, and I was like, okay, I'll watch this. And then it turned out I was like, oh, okay. It's almost like a little nabble for the X-Men TV show, which is nice.
Yeah. Now, I realize by now you've probably seen 101 Easter egg videos and this, that, and the other, reading articles, all that stuff.
Good job.
This is my top 10 Easter eggs.
Yes.
For this trailer that I personally found interesting and wanted to talk about. So our first one, we'll start off with the Void here. Opens up. This is what they call it. The vague title of the Void is what they called it in Loki. It's kind of that place where unwanted things and destroyed universes they end up. So we have like characters and pieces like the Thanos copter here, etc.
This is where all the Lokis were running around underground.
This is what Pete's calling it, the Void. They didn't.
I'm calling it. Well, that's what they called it, and that's what it's referenced as in a lot of places. Just a generic kind of the Void thing, because I think that's what they called it on the show.
Yeah, but they didn't call it in the trailer, the Void.
No, not in the trailer. I'm calling it. I'm connecting it to Loki. Is what I'm doing here.
Yes, we saw.
What some people are calling for is that this is also Battle World in a similar sense. That this is a place where all these universes come together. It's not exactly the same thing, but if we call it Battle World, or if it is related to Battle World, since we know we're getting Secret Wars, that is the first appearance of Battle World would be in the original Secret Wars, and then it came back in Secret Wars 2, and then the 2015 Secret Wars, etc.
So for those people that don't know what Battle World was, it was like a bunch of different like sects that they put together so they could fight each other. So it'd be like the Wolverine, the mutants, and
they made a homemade Marvel versus Capcom game or a Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah,
it's one of fighting.
Yeah,
slap everything together.
Each other. Bad guys are in one section. Dr. Doom was in his. Like they bring all that stuff.
Now, we'll get back to this area later because Marco has another theory. But just to quickly look at this one, you can see Wolverine down there below. I think it was kind of fun. The 20th Century Fox, statue thing, whatever, buried there. There's also references to that little pinnacle point. Somebody said that was from Captain Marvel, like that point thing. But it just looks like the thing in Toronto, or the thing in Seattle.
Or Sky Tower?
Yeah, one of those things. But I just thought the 20th Century Fox thing was fun, and you can again see it when these two are fighting. So
He looks like he's taking a poop.
There.
Wolverine gotta go poo poo.
Well, yeah, that's an unfortunate screen cap that I grabbed.
He's been shot.
Next up, in watching the I started to do this as the trailer played out, like in the order of the trailer, but it gets kind of wonky if you go through it. But the next bit that we see in this trailer are a lot of familiar friends. Like we do see a lot of people we've seen before.
Which means they all came back to life, apparently, right?
Yeah. Well, because remember, he time traveled at the end of the second one.
Yeah.
He kind of put things right in a way.
Yeah.
So in here, we start off, we've got Dopinder and Yukio. Dopinder, I don't believe, has a comic appearance, but Yukio's character is apparently the one from New Mutants here. New Mutants, 8?
Yeah.
So
the ties that bind.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like the little electrical, like she's got the electric whip like power. But yeah, that's not her on the cover. Inside, she's got like dark hair. She's like crazy and it's just yammering to herself.
Yeah.
And they kind of tease her in a few issues, but this is generally the book that people look for her first appearance.
Gotcha.
More familiar people you'll see here is we do have, and there's a couple on this one shot. So I'll give you Blind Al is back. She's right back there. And she is a character from the comics, if you guys don't remember. But, I mean, we're already 3 movies in, so this is not new news. But Deadpool 1, you get your first Blind Al.
Blind Al is Al.
Yeah.
Also in Fallout.
Apart from that, I didn't put Teenage Warhead because that's a lot of text. So I just went with Negasonic. You can see here, hug and wave.
Is that her under the arm?
Yeah, that's her under the arm. She grew some hair out. And Yukio's right next to her. Her girlfriend is right next to her. So
yeah, agreed.
But her, as you know, there are 2 covers of this book. I just picked the Wolverine one since it fit the tone of what we're talking about. So, New X-Men 115 is her first appearance. Which, again, it's not new news. Like, these are familiar faces.
Not new news.
We've seen before. And then if you look, blurry, though he may be, right up front.
Nice ponytail.
He got killed, but he's back. This Shatterstar. And I made the executive decision of saying, for our purposes here, it's 99. I know a lot of people will point to New Mutants Annual 6, which is fine. Okay. Just know, New Mutants Annual 6, it's just a pinup in the back of the book. Agreed. It's not in the story. It's a pinup. So it might as well be an advertisement.
Yep.
Just know what it is. That's fine. I'm just showing you. If you want them in story, all that stuff, New Mutants 99 would be your first Shatterstar because it's just a pinup in that annual book.
Fair enough.
That's all I'm saying. I did put that in here. This is the one we're talking about. So it's just a pinup. If you want to see it, I can show you it later.
You gotta make sure the pinup's in there.
But that's all it is. And he looks a little
because
different.
All the people cut it out and hung it on their wall.
Yeah. He looks a little different than his final design. Like his hair is a little different, a little more longer, a little wilder. But sticking one more familiar friend here is, yes, even though if you saw Deadpool 2, she dies, but then she is kind of brought back through this time travel. We do have Vanessa, who is technically copycat, even though we don't see her have powers.
I don't even know how she's technically copycat.
I don't know. That's what it's. I think the character changes the name, but she doesn't have powers. And yes, we could. It was retconned that she is Domino in New Mutants 98, but I'm not going there. I'm going to go with this one, the X-Force 19, and then they further explain later that she was Domino the whole time or whatever. But we'll just say X-Force 19. Again, this is a dollar book. It is what it is. But there's your first copycat / Vanessa. And one more friend. I'm sorry. One more friend. Sorry. I think it's Marco's favorite.
Peter went.
Well,
Peter!
It's just Peter, but is it?
I like this theory because I really do think
I still like it too.
I still think it is. I think it's it.
And if it is Pete Wisdom, then we're looking at Excalibur 86. Again, these are all very cheap books. Like this is still under $10 now. This used to be expensive at times. It's been on that spec cycle up and down. This is probably $5 to $10. You can probably still find it at dollar bins, where many of these books could be still found because they've been spec'd on before. This isn't new news.
Got to grab that Excalibur run. New news.
Yeah, but I do love Pete Wisdom, and I still am begging for Captain Britain and the MI13 Disney Plus show starring Henry Cavill as Captain Britain.
I wouldn't be surprised. You know, didn't they do a spin-off for the guy that was in the Avengers? What's his name? Little Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah.
Coulson?
Yeah, Coulson.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get an M13 spin-off with Peter in it. They own it.
MI13 would be great. I mean, you get all the lore, you got the blade, you got the vampire stuff. Black Knight. There's a ton of. That was a great run. That's great little storyline.
Yeah, he's got that Agent Coulson type of energy to him. I can. He's got to show up in a couple more movies though.
Yeah, he needs a little bit more.
Yeah.
He's got time. Yeah.
All right, so our number 3 is we see that the TVA returns, and I believe this character's name is Paradox, or in the comics he's referred to as Mr. Paradox. And in the comic books, they all look the same. And
as long as you don't have to deal with the clock.
Yeah, he doesn't look like Owen Wilson. But who's this? McFadden? Like Matthew McFadden? Or McFadden? I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Anyway, Mr. Paradox first shows up in She-Hulk number 3, which is the legacy 100th issue of She-Hulk. So if you want Mr. Paradox, that's where you're
find. A lot of five head going on.
Yeah. But in addition to just Paradox, we're also getting all the rest of the TVA as well. So we know he's going to show up in the TVA offices, and you got TVA agents here apparently attacking, Deadpool. So he's ripping through them. So we've got these TVA agents, and I think this could be debated. Not going to go into all the ins and outs. And
how is TVA agents still alive? Because they lose them all the time.
Yeah, so this has to happen before the end of Loki season 2.
Maybe not. Different
Maybe not, but the way things are going, because even they reference it in the storyline, what he says, he's still talking about the sacred timeline. And if you watch Loki season 2, there is no more sacred timeline. It's more of a tree. But in TVA in general, we can look at Thor 372. I mean, there's a couple options.
Look at it on the cover. It's on the cover. It's a first appearance.
But, just TVA agents.
On the cover, it's a true first. True first full. True first cover.
Now, going back to our Void area, we also saw a character that was in the Void world of Loki that we saw in this trailer as well, which is Alioth, this purple smoke monster that can eat characters or out of continuity things, as it was doing in the Loki show. Like, it was protecting He Who Remains, Kang, but here we see it running down the Mad Max desolate road warrior landscape. But Alioth is back, so that's also a connection to what I'm talking about with the world of Loki and the Void, potentially. So again, if you're seeing it in the Loki series, you can see the smoke monster's face. It even has like that weird mouth and lightning and lighting and all that stuff. If you want to go and find this, you can go find a nice shiny foil cover for the Terminator. Yeah, Terminatrix Objective Avengers number 1.
What a name.
Go dig it out. This, again.
Don't worry. Nobody bought it. U.S. agent. All right.
Definitely been there before, but he's coming back. He's not
US
done.
Agent,
so.
War Machine and Thunderstrike team up, but are they out of time? We'll let you know.
Number 5. It's just the Liefeld burn. This is just fun. Fun that they put this in there. I mean, he made fun of him in the second movie when he just not naming him, just saying it's like if you can't draw feet. But here we have, actual. It's right there in the back if you can't see. Liefeld's just feet. Right back here. Just pointing out that Rob Liefeld doesn't know how to draw feet. And I gave you at least one example of look at that foot.
Eyes either or hair.
Yeah, the whole thing is awful. But look at that.
I mean,
foot.
I can't draw, and I can probably just do it just as good as him. So,
like, what is that? Like, he didn't even look down at his own foot. Like, that's how your foot works.
A hoof, maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he just likes cows.
Yeah, I thought it's still a funny joke, fun little Easter egg to put in there. But no comic related to this. There's a multitude of Liefeld comics you can go buy for poor illustrations or missing feet.
Yeah, just poor feet in general.
So our number 6, I'm putting this in as the Deadpool core because we know we're getting Dogpool shown here in the trailer. We've got mentions of other potential characters, but we'll start here because they actually showed Dogpool in the trailer. He's got the little outfit on, and talked about it already before on Dollar Bin Digging and other shows because this got hot before. This even made the Hot 10, I think, way back. Prelude to the Deadpool core, number 3, is the first appearance and cover appearance of your Dogpool, as it was a 5-issue series that was building out this team. We'll get to these guys later for our next thing, our tier list, because we don't see the other potentials, even though it's mentioned that there could be Kidpool in this. A lot of speculation of Lady Deadpool, potential for Headpool. And the rest of the Deadpool
What about
Corps, we
Gwenpool?
didn't see them yet.
What about Gwenpool?
No, no Gwenpool yet. Who knows?
Well, if you're
She's
going to
not
put all the
part of the Corps,
pools,
though.
what about pissing in the pool?
No, that's well.
Peeing in
I
the
don't
pool?
remember any pool scenes, but it could happen. Number 7. We did finally get a good look in her best Rick Astley trench coat, Cassandra Nova, coming out of Ant-Man's mouth. Once again,
That sounds gross.
That.
I don't know why that sounds like something that we should get flagged for, I think.
Maybe. We'll get back to that in a minute.
Self-report.
But we get to see her a few times. We even see her fighting Wolverine using what appears to be like telekinesis, which I didn't know she had.
There's a scene in here that will explain later too that I have a theory crafted, and it's because right in this scene there was something that was in there that looks familiar.
Okay, good. But again, this is not new news. Cassandra Nova, we knew
new news
going for a while. New X-Men 114, her first appearance. She shows up here.
Yeah, people miss it all the time. She's not on the cover, by the way.
She's not on the cover. Inside, definitely. This is her. Tells you Grant Morrison's weird, wild story of Charles Xavier's twin sister in the womb who gets dumped into a sewer. I guess she got flushed and then made a bot. Some wild stuff, guys. But with that said, we're going to go back to this image because this is, again, Ant-Man's corpse, which we get a better look at it later in the trailer where she's coming out. You see the whole helmet. You see the shoulders. We're going to come back to this image, too, because there's a lot of characters here. But this dead giant man, I should say, not Ant-Man corpse, has been seen before in comics. And it was in, well, actually, before we get to that, we'll give you another shot of it. Because also later in the trailer, you see the hands. So it looks like the hands could close off and make like a little, courtyard, I guess, for them and protect them. But Wolverine, Old Man Logan, Wolverine number 71, Old Man Logan is where you see the big corpse of Giant Man used before.
Dead man.
Yes, he is dead. He is dead. Hopefully you're watching the chat because I can't watch the chat while I'm doing this. Yeah, I know Dub usually keeps an eye on it, but
Dub disappeared.
He popped out. I saw.
Yeah.
Up next, the other thing that I thought was interesting in seeing in this is a little bit of sling ring magic here. That somebody is creating a portal to get these guys out of this world. This could be any number of people. This could be Doctor Strange. You got Wong. Hell, even Ned in Spider-Man used the sling ring and could make portals at this point. Sure. Could be Baron Mordo, for all we know.
Could be Mephisto.
Could be. But the thing, and this is what I was telling Margaret, this is what I was telling you before. If you look at this panel, what I think is more important about this is we can probably speculate based on the fact that, all right, you see that they're in this void world. Looks like they meet Cassandra Nova, the bad guy, brought into her realm. They make their way inside of her office or whatever you want to call it, inside the head. We know there was a fight scene as well. This is them escaping, but they're escaping, so she's not dead. You can see her standing still here while they're running out with her trench coat. Cassandra Nova's still alive when they leave. So we may see more of her at some point, whether it's still in this movie later, in another movie, something else down the line. Who knows?
Jumping out of the eye socket. Okay.
But you can see that's her with her jacket because there's a better look of what she was wearing. You got the white shirt.
White t-shirt. Yep.
White shirt. Rick Astley, trench coat.
Every little thing
ball head.
Do.
That's her.
Da.
But I put this next bit in here for fun. So again, you see they're jumping through the sling ring, right?
Sling rings!
Sling ring. A Marco favorite. Who else has we seen do magic recently? In X-Men 97. But our man Forge.
Forge
could do magic like Doctor Strange here. So who's to say it's not Forge who's giving him an escape out of here?
All those grapes aren't escaping his underwear.
And if it is, our Forge 184 is our first appearance of the character. So why not do some reckless speculation and say that's who that could be? Who's getting these guys out of here?
Reckless. That's reckless, but good.
It is reckless.
I like
it. Just
but it's also an X-Men, so it fills in.
Yeah, it ties in.
Just wait till the crazy shit I'm about to say.
Yeah, well, we'll get there. Final for my purposes here is we're going to hit all of these cameos.
Cameo galore.
Just looking at this image alone, there's a lot buried in here. Yeah, Shang-Chi. Well, it wasn't Shang-Chi doing it. It was Wong who did it.
Who's that man?
But tons of cameos here. We're going to go left to right.
Left to right. So
starting on the left.
L. Hey, for you people that don't know, this is easy. You just which one makes the L? Oh yeah, that one. Okay, there we go. All right.
The big guy here.
Yeah.
This
who could this possibly
Sabretooth.
be?
You can see the long hair. You see the size of this guy. He's a beast. This is Sabretooth. We have other images from some taken from sets, etc. Later scenes fighting in the same area. It looks like wearing the same trench coat.
See, I think these are two different areas. I think these 3 areas you've shown already. But
well, it could be. It could be, but I feel like this is still inside here. It's just again, they don't have the effects. Like this picture was taken, unapproved. To say the least. But just so you know, Sabretooth's first, Iron Fist 14. Fine, well and damn.
Marvel stamp,
keep an eye out for it. While we're here, I didn't do that here. Because that's something else. That's for the next thing. The tier list is for what happens to Sabretooth. We're really going to spoil things a little bit more there. Here, I'm sticking to the trailer. So in the trailer, I thought the one character was somebody, the girl with the hair. I thought it could have been Calypso, but I'm not sure that's the actress. She looks a bit bigger. She could be Frenzy, for all I know. But we're going to move on to before her, right here in this little corner. You can see this is actually the Fantastic car.
Yeah, Fantastic 2 car.
They show these are again images that we found that were taken outside of this before, and you can see there's a Fantastic Four logo right in the front. It's not as clear here, but it's clearly the same vehicle.
That looks like a Fantastic 2.
Parked there in the back.
Maybe. We'll see. Well,
yeah, I know what you're saying, but it is a 4. If you zoom in on it, it's a 4.
I'm just joking.
But this again, you're not going to find this like in a dollar bin or anything. So Fantastic Four number 3 is.
It's a good book, though.
Fantastic
good book. Solid book.
Fantastic car.
Book. Solid.
But it's still fun. It's still a fun little Easter egg. Moving down, going left. Or remember, moving right from the left. Who do we got next? Our next one I'm going to pull in here is this little guy right here squatting. Seems like
never seen Toad before. Yeah,
Ray Park.
Yeah, the Ray Park Toad. They actually show him earlier in the trailer as well. I think the Mad Max stuff where they're like riding the weird motorcycle speaker thing. I think that's Sabretooth and Toad together.
Yeah, running together.
But it was unclear. And this again, I think it is
Thelma and Louise, Toad, and
Ray Park Toad. Which again, you want Toad, you got to go way, way back to X-Men 4. So again, not a book you're going to find.
First.
Everybody got all excited when they recognized the next one because, I know this character. We remember her. We saw her before. Right here on this side.
Oh, you skipped the other guy. Okay.
Lady Deathstroke. Yeah, I skipped the next person because I'm not 100% sure who that is.
Yeah,
we could guess, but I don't have a solid guess of who the bald character is.
It looks like a Flintstone car, John. It's terrible.
Yeah. Like the bald character looked like the Asian dude from the X-Men Last Stand, but he wasn't bald. He just had short hair and it was blonde.
Huh.
But we're going with Lady Deathstroke here. Obviously, you can see her fingers. She was played by Kelly Hu, I believe, in the movie way back when. And if you want her comic first, I believe it's Alpha Flight 33. I think 32 might be like a cameo, and we're arguing all that. But 33 is generally accepted as her first appearance.
Yeah, generally.
Moving on. We can see our next guy here on the other side in a place of prominence. Looks like it's Azazel from the First Class movies. Nightcrawler's dad in the comics.
Yeah.
The other teleporter.
People are excited, but people like it.
Mm-hmm.
Azazel.
Yeah, bringing him back.
This is just setting up for Pirate and Nightcrawler.
That's fine. I like the Pirate Nightcrawler stuff. But speaking of Nightcrawler, we did get to see Azazel first show up in Uncanny. What is this? 428? Not the number?
Yeah, something like that. 420.
Yeah.
You just remember.
There you go.
Remember the cover.
Remember the cover.
Got yellow knee pads on. Just remember that.
And then we'll eventually they tell you the backstory how he's Nightcrawler's dad.
Hey Rob, look, there's feet.
All that stuff. There are feet. Granted, they're Nightcrawler feet, but they're feet. I'm skipping over people saying that the big guy there is the Russian from Tugboat.
Toot toot.
Yeah. Well, some people are calling him the Russian from the Thomas Jane movie because he's wearing a striped tank top. But remember, Kevin Nash, he had like blonde hair, and this guy's definitely not blonde. So why would they change that? Point being, really quickly, while we're here, you can also see back here the car with Tugboat, whoever this other character might be, and the dude sitting on the car. We'll get to him in a second. But this is Red Skull's car from the first Avenger movie, the Captain America First Avenger movie. You can see with the dual wheels in the back there. Granted, they hot rodded up for this film, but somehow this car ends up in
looks like it.
the wood area, and they soup it up. And as I mentioned, the dude sitting on the car back here is a guy we've seen, I think, in the other trailer and whatnot before. Is Pyro sitting back there? Get a better look at him. It's the guy who played him in the original movies. But yeah, Pyro hanging out. And Pyro, I thought Pyro went further back in X-Men lore, but he first appeared in X-Men 141 when we had the new Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. But he's felt like he's been around since like back.
No, they tried to push him a bunch, so like I don't know.
Yeah, but no, that would be his first.
Not exactly.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe that is our last bit for the cameo galore section. But to go back to our first number one, I'm going to run this for Marco's weird and wild possibilities. When we look at this place that, again, I was calling the Void based off of the Loki stuff. And
so I'm not, it's not just so much about the Void. It's about
Void, what it could be more than that. It could be.
Yeah. So here it is. Like if you look back at the slide 4 that we had and you saw Cassandra in there and you saw some green stuff growing. And if you know the Cassandra storyline, after she like whatever tried to eat her baby, then got thrown out and then got flushed, then was on a different astral plane where it's the artisan plane and they came back and did all that type of stuff. There is a part where she tries to revive like a dead version type thing. Actually, we've had her soon. It was part of that run. I think it was Marauders, but it definitely was during Power of X, whatever of X, right? And she tries to bring back this group called the Threshold to revive stuff. And the Thresholds were like, there's 2 different types of mutants in the Threshold. And one of them became like this bacteria virus. It's very weird or whatever, but it started infecting them. And then like all the good mutants kind of like disappeared. And there was a commander dude that kind of did the bad thing that betrayed the Threshold people, which got this like bacteria virus thing in there. And then it would affect the mutants. And then after it affected the mutants, it turned into a wasteland, right? So if we're following
wasteland,
because people are saying that she's kind of the enemy, but we saw her too in that little, she's still there doing something. And it looked like the whole time she was kind of doing something. And there's something that can kind of link maybe her to this and what she was trying to do. And that's get the Threshold back. Now the Threshold's got a couple characters in it that stay alive. Go next one. Here we go. So this is technically 2 people. It's Groove, who is the tree person. And then it's Okara, which is like, and that's where all the plant stuff's coming from. So like it's a mutant that like changes to a mutant. And as you can see in the picture of Okara, the tree person, like that's Cassandra right behind her. And that's part of the revival.
The weird wrinkly head.
Yeah, weird wrinkly head.
A mutant that changes into a mutant?
Yeah, she's a mutant that, well, she's a mutant that changes into a different mutant. Like she evolves. It's like a long story. Pretty much like
kind of like Beast. Yeah, Beast is invented.
Yeah, Beast and Beast. But like pretty much what happened. Once again, it's one of these weird like characters that they like to use in these stupid Deadpool. Not stupid, they're funny Deadpool movies or whatever. But like teenage supersonic, nostalgic witch with bald head and whatever, and her girlfriend. Anyways, but there's one other one that survived.
Well, this one also first was in.
Her first was Power of X.
Powers of X4.
Powers of X4
for this Okara character that mutates or grows or changes, adapts into tree person,
which is like where you see inside the cave of Ant-Man. Like you see something
inside Ant-Man's like head or body.
Yeah, in the body where she's got that teacup. Like there's some signs of it. Okay, and then the next one. Who else do we got here?
We have Silo.
Yeah, so Silo. Well, technically, it's what's his real name?
Silo or.
It's the man. It's the what known as Xylo. and it's pretty much a bunch of bugs that form into a yeah, it's like insects that form into a person or whatever. But he's the only other one that survived. And what happened is she needed to turn 2 mutants. She needs to turn 2 mutants who have a bacteria thing and infect them, and then she can save these 2 mutants, and then it saves like all mutant humanity. She does some disgusting things to get that done because she's a little bit evil. And it seems like, I know people have theoried that she is the big bad, but as we saw with the Forge forming his grape nuggets into a swirly swirl, that obviously she's still alive as 2 mutants are jumping through a hole. Did you miss that part, Dub?
I did.
You missed that part. Okay, good.
I see.
Sorry,
The way
my internet went out, so I don't know what happened.
I look at this as we know what happens to Kir Infala after he runs into Darth Vader in the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. He turns into an insect person and then insect.
That's what I see here.
Could also be your
but our Xylo guy.
Xylo guy's
Planet X-Men one.
Most planets. You can find it everywhere. Yeah.
Planet size. It was like a one shot.
Okay.
He had white suit Magneto and all that stuff.
But here's where this is where the link comes to this. So we know that Cable was in movie number 2. We know that they're bringing back a bunch of different characters. The main theory of the bad guy who started infecting people and Cassandra saved these 2 people from and brought back the planet of life and everything like that. The seed was against the underwater people or whatever. And the person who backstabs her is, spoiler alert, because I already said Cable, Commander Nightfont, who is really just Strife. It's really just Strife. That's who it is. And we know that there's been rumors that they're going to have the character the guy who played Cable back there, but they haven't said Cable's back. And I think this is one way that they can feed in the Cable.
Have both things.
Character. Yeah, you get
Cable, but it's not Cable.
It's Cable. It's like Peter Wisdom. It's Peter, but it's not. You know what I mean? So this is how I think they can have both things and bring it back in. People already know the Cable character, and that's going to be their big, like, they do that dumb shit. I mean, that's what they do. They do a lot of it. So his first. Remember, this is reckless speculation.
Peach Momoko covered, I believe.
Did you like that?
Marauders
number 8. Now she pushes Strife off. But a lot of those characters that you saw on the other side could have been the people that she used to help try to get the threshold back. So the ones that we couldn't identify. There you go. There's some books to even hunt because at least it got first appearance in them. They're probably worth 10 cents for all.
Yeah, nobody cares. Like
nobody
these
cares.
Series have already ended. Like Marauders has been done a while.
Yeah,
you can find those out there.
Marauders actually a good theory. Go ahead.
It wasn't bad.
I have a couple of questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure. So, one, will we see the Vanisher in this movie?
I don't think so.
It's a trick question.
Yeah.
I don't think they could afford Brad Pitt again.
And 2, in that picture where you had all the Ant-Man's head and all the villains around him.
Yes.
In front of.
Go back to that picture.
In front of Red Skull's car.
Yes.
Could that be the bear?
Oh, it could be. Yeah, absolutely.
Because we saw him in Black Widow.
Absolutely.
And he had the black beard.
Could be. Let's go back.
We had a lot of these void things. That's why.
Holy heck.
You're saying the big guy here that also some people are saying.
Oh, take a picture. Just let's see the picture. Let's see the picture of the car. Yeah, maybe.
I mean, in the movie, he was a lot more built, I think. So I don't know if he lost some muscle or if he gained some fat.
He's still burly.
He's pretty burly, though.
Is that a dog by Pyro? Or a cat?
It does look like it. I don't know if it's an actual one, though. Maybe it's something he's going to burn. So it looks like it might be made of wood. It's kind of stiff looking.
Yeah.
And then, again, there's more people here.
But they have random people. Them. Like, they have random people working on stuff, too.
Yeah, there's going to be extras.
Yeah.
So I don't think everybody is somebody. And if they are, I mean, they may be, but there's not enough here to go on. Because, like I said, this guy here is probably somebody.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Like, bald head guy in a trench coat. Who could that be? I don't know.
Absolutely.
I got nothing.
But there gives you some books to look at least if nothing else. They don't.
And like I said, she looks too big for the girl who played Calypso in the Last Stand.
Yeah, she looks like somebody else.
She looks like this lady playing this one here. She looks kind of tall. Where the girl who played Calypso in the Morlock version of the Last Stand, it was pretty tiny.
Agreed.
So that's why I didn't think it was her. But there's our fantastic car, our Sabretooth. And no, that's it. I don't know who this guy is here, just a hooded extra guy.
So now that we've given you all these terrible books to look at, we are going to switch over to, we're going to let you decide how much of this nonsense you're going to let us like or not. Look, we're going to do a tier list on the books because we figured we'll break down the thing and then just get some books in there. You tell us for any reason you like them. You like the books, you don't like the books, you hate Excalibur, you like Excalibur.
It is all up to you guys this time. All right, I'm going to run the thing.
What's going on, Kyle? I don't know what you guys are talking about.
All right, which one do I want to do for this? Let's go with.
Let's start off with this. I think because it's so cheap.
It's her. Yeah. It's supposedly her.
Does she have the tattoo on her left breast to see in the book?
I think that was just for the movie. Just like many of the weird little eccentricities that she has.
So Vanessa / copycat. But this book now is $1 book, right?
It always has been, apart from a few times when it's like, oh, this is who the character is. It was like 10 and 15. But
it's a good book to throw in there for $1. I put it in.
You can find this for $1. There are a lot of X-Force books.
It's not the first thing I'm taking. It's not the last thing I'm taking. I'm probably putting this in C.
Plus, I think this is Greg Capullo.
Maybe B.
He took over.
For $1, maybe a B book for $1. Nah, it's a C book for $1. There's other dollar books I'd buy.
Yeah, I would probably go C. C. It's my favorite.
All right. Dub, you got any opinion on that?
Is this like if I had like $5, which ones would I buy, kind of thing?
No, just in general. Just in general, if you're looking through it,
like
if you're digging through a box and you're like,
I see. Yeah, I would buy her for experience.
So but like, what type of heat would you put on it? Would you like C's like for $1? I'll flick past it and then I'll come back to it.
Yeah, it's like one of those things.
B's like you sit on it for 3 or 4 seconds and you go, probably.
Yeah, if you forget about it, you only paid $1. It's not the end of the world if you don't resell it.
What level is you pull it out of the box and think about it? Is that A or B?
B. That's B. A's like you pull it out no matter what. Then you're going back for your box.
The median line. The B, like between B and C, is like the middle.
Yeah, it's a C.
So this is just.
I don't know what else on the list, but that's a C.
A's, you're going to buy the book, but you might be like, I don't know if I should buy it.
I might put it back if I have 11 and I can only get 10 or something.
C is good. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Next up is the not working. Teenage Warhead. It is.
Again, these early ones are characters. Again, we've seen them before. They've been in the other movies.
Excellent.
Do you still want to go and buy in on Negasonic Teenage Warhead? 2 covers on this, by the way.
What is this book running about? Do you
know? Guess what? I want to say it's still like $10 or so. It's not expensive.
No, that's another one. It's a B. Every time I see it, because I won't pay $10 for it, but every time I see it, I pick it up because it's one of those ones you always know. Sometimes I forget. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I forget that's why I pick it up. It's because of Warhead, but like I still pick it up.
You forget why you get the second issue.
I know this is a run. Muscle memory, or
yeah, it's just muscle memory.
I always see the Cyclops covers, the one I see more of.
Yeah. He says C. I don't think it's C, but whatever. I can get that. If you're new to comics, maybe you don't want to pull it up. I get it. You don't have the muscle memory of me. That's fine. No. Where do you guys have it?
Well, I'm going to look just to be sure. New X-Men.
Yeah, Rye's got.
What number is it?
115.
115.
It's it looks like $10. 20. I mean, some people are asking 20. There's 8s. There's 25.
You can ask all you want. Yeah.
It's all over the place.
That's what I'm saying. A good $5.
Mostly what's selling are in lots of just new X-Men books these days. Because again, this is not new news of her.
There you go, BK. Yeah, B sounds good. Everybody's putting in B.
Okay.
I like her better than the playing on the.
I just like the book better because like me, if I remember, what I'm saying, like people are going to always remember that book and they'll just be like, yeah.
Well, that's also part of a better run. Like that's not a classic X-Force run.
Oh yeah, fair.
That's a hot garbage X-Force run.
This is like a $2 book, right?
No. It still has some lingering.
I don't know. This is C or D. I'll remember it and I'll be like, I don't know what it is, but
this follows the Josh Middleton cover run. But yes, you can find copies for like $9. But there are also copies for 12 to 15, even 20 listed. But it's really a $10 book or less.
This is a book that I'll pass over and might go back to later. But yeah,
well, she is really a side character
so far.
So
I would probably bag this in the what are we thinking, like a D?
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't do copycat, BK, because you've been copycatting all my answers so far.
I see B for Morrison. Yeah. All right, so B for Morrison, but now we're on.
Yeah, Chet's got to catch up. I have it in D. I mean, I just can't. I can't do that.
Non-readers.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
That's a lot of crap that he made up about Threshold and all that stuff. To not read that garbage.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't make up anything, but yeah. No Threshold. Yeah.
But sure. I agree with you, BK. This probably just belongs to.
See, he's just copying it. Yeah. D. All right.
Yeah, Ryan too.
Yeah. All right. Next up, I have a couple of copies of this book. Blind Al. I
wouldn't buy it for Blind Al.
No. No.
But I do like it.
Yeah. I do like it too. I like it.
It's not. I don't think
it depends on what
cheap.
the price is on this book. Yeah, it's gotten even more expensive than it probably should be.
Let's see.
I think that might hold it at the C. If I find a good price on this copy, what do I think this book? Dub, what do you think this book? Don't look it up.
I'm looking it up.
No, you look it up. Dub, what do you think? Like $10.
I got it. I already have it up. I can tell you.
I mean, I would personally, I'd probably put it in the $25 box, which means I'd sell it for $20.
I wouldn't pay that much.
No, that's what I would sell it.
What do you got? What do you got, Pete?
It's like $40 plus.
Oh no,
$40 is like lower grade.
D.
Like my comic shop has a very good fine copy listed for $36.
Nope, I need to sell that book fast.
$45, $60 for very fine and near mint.
D.
9.4, $105. That's actual graded. 9.6 auction starting at $150.
Are you selling raws for $40 when a 9.6 is going for? Yeah, no.
They're asking. I'm just telling you what they're asking price.
Yeah, they're asking.
You want me to look for sold copies? I can give you sold copies.
No, that's all right.
I just with some of these, the sales aren't going to be $250 for 9.8.
No, A for Kelly, but C for the. I'm not picking up the book. The price.
Not for that price, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Kelly's the one who made Deadpools.
He did. I still got it in B.
So what do you guys want? Solo series, right?
They're saying D.
Well, it's technically like the first was a mini series. This is his first ongoing.
Right.
So outside of
moving it to D because of the price, but
Circle Jerk.
Yeah, you got to see it in a D. Like a Circle Jerk.
But it is here's the thing, it is the Deadpool from the movie, so maybe move it up to C, I guess. I kind of had it in D, but
I had it in B, but
B, get the bleep
not
out
for Blind Al, but I'm saying this is still a book. It will never. It's not going to tank to the point where it's going to be $1 book again. Is all I'm saying.
That's fair.
See, it's fine.
I'm not saying go buy it right now.
Shadow Star.
And again, I picked 99 because I wasn't going with the cameo.
This is a $2 book. But for that,
no,
I mean, which print is this? Which print is this?
First.
Yeah. No, I always buy that book. So I mean, I buy it begrudgingly, but B maybe.
You just like it because what's his name leaves.
Yeah, Sunspot. And it's 99.
No, it's still $3, $5, $12.
Yeah. I mean, people are asking that much, but really, you get that for $1 a lot of times.
It's also first Warpath, Feral, and Shatterstar. You're getting 3 first.
Yeah, you get 3 first. I said I have it in B. I always pick it up. $5 or under, depending on condition.
Because again, that annual just to get a pinup. Yeah, I'd rather spend $5 on this.
Cheap enough to be fee. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. 3.
I think 3 bites at an apple is better because I want Feral in my X Factor investigation show.
Okay, and I want Warpath in a X-Force. Archangel.
Yeah.
So there we go. No, we might be getting outvoted. There's a lot of C's going on.
I also voted C for Shatterstar.
You did? C? Oh, not Shatterstar. It's for the book. Yeah, A. Yep. Hey, Peter.
Every time I see this, I buy this.
All the time. Every single
time. I see this. As long as I'm saying, if it's a couple of bucks,
yeah, a couple bucks. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah. Actually, at that price, at a couple bucks, it might be S tier to be honest with you, but A is good enough.
But right now, let's see what it's selling.
That's one of your portfolio books that you just.
I know. I was going to put these on. By the way, I was going to put these on the slides, but I just didn't have the time. And
like that's the one where you're digging back through and you're trying to grab. Just let me get one more book in here. Okay, yep, that's taking that one for sure.
$4 to $5, $6. This is all this is.
You get for a couple bucks. Couple bucks. Yeah,
I'm probably not paying $5.
B, yeah,
but I'm paying $2 or $3.
I have it today.
I'm a big. I told you I'm a Pete Wisdom fan.
Yeah, and we got Joe at a B, so I think we can easily push it to the A. Easily push it to the A or.
Guys.
Yeah, we're thinking A. Let's see.
BK says B.
Well,
you say B, well, I hope that happens. BK.
He says it happens, so that's like an A.
I'm trying to will it into existence.
This book is $1. I literally bought this book for $1 a day ago. Maybe not a day ago because of the trailer, but like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. When I go,
it's 25. Some auctions going. I'm not giving you auction prices, but all
it's happening now is 25. But like, dude, you see this in like
23, 25.
Yeah, but
$100.
If you look at like a month ago, it was $1 bin digger.
Yeah, everybody's looking for 25 right now.
Yeah, they can look all they want.
Actual copies selling, well, $20, $12. A Marvel must-haves version sold for $13.
You think it's S tier?
Reprint.
Oh, he's talking about the other. Hey, Peter and A, you got it. Yeah,
2020. I don't want to pay $20 for this though.
No. We're not talking at that price.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what it's going for. But if you can find it for cheaper than that,
yeah, some people aren't going to dig through their shit for that. You know. Yeah. I mean,
B.
Yeah, B.
B feels right.
B.
I didn't hear anything about a She-Hulk movie.
I don't know about that, John.
I think that would be a stretch considering the lukewarm response the show got. I kind of enjoyed it, but it wasn't the best thing.
Battle World.
Yeah, going back to the Battle World thing.
I like Battle World. This book, I think, I don't know. I know you're going to probably put an A. I'm like at C at this book.
No. I think it's overpriced for what it is.
Yeah. Agreed.
I don't even know where it's at these days. But first Beyonder, people still like the Beyonder.
Yeah. I just remember the last couple times I've looked at this book, I've been like, okay, this book is not for me. Not for me.
Let's see. What is it doing?
$25 book and VGF.
Holy 57. 65.
Oof. Raw?
30. Yeah, I'm just looking at some randoms that I'm scrolling.
Hey.
Oh, Blue Galactus. You got to worry about the errors. That's right.
Whoa.
What the?
Look at that. Did you watch the trailer for this, dude?
I just got off work, y'all. Let's go. For Deadpool?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
What'd you think?
Loved it. I'm hyped. It's not DC Crisis on Infinite Earths, but it's pretty good.
Is that good? I heard that one's just got released on what was it, Max?
Yeah, it's not good, but
it's not good. It's not good.
It's not good. It's not good.
Not good. Oh, wait, what happened?
What happened?
DC canceled them.
They heard you say not good, and
he's back. Hey, get off that WB internet, bro. They're like, yo, you can't be knocking us.
Wait a second. Corbin's talking trash on DC. He's out.
Oh man. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Happy.
No, you're good. Good. We're ranking some characters that are showing up.
Characters from the Deadpool trailer.
See if we buy these books.
I like it.
All right, Battle World. So I think it's too pricey for that. I'm putting it.
It is way too pricey.
Way too expensive. Yeah, I'm not paying $25 or
what? You're also hoping for the Secret Wars connections and all that coming.
Yeah, maybe. I think there's so many of them.
I gotta find it. Where the hell is it?
All right. Next up, cheap book, $1 bin. This isn't even gonna cost.
Wait, where did we put the Battle World?
C.
Okay.
So if you listen to my craziness of what's going to go on and what they're trying to bring back here, the Threshold people, the mutants that she's trying to revive the world with, It doesn't matter. This book's so dirt cheap. Like when you're on day 3.
Yeah, Marauders 4. I don't even really want to look this up.
This is a day 3 pickup at a con. You know what I'm talking about? Towards the end, you're just
when you can get it cheap.
Yeah, you're just like, dude, I picked this place over already.
So I've gotten
There's nothing left.
Mayhew variants. What else have we got in here?
It's
cover price $3.98. Somebody has one listed for.
Oh wow, banger!
Ooh, somebody's got one for $7, but with free shipping. So
what does it say? How's it listed?
Just says nothing, but it just says free shipping.
Oh, free shipping.
It's basically cover price, but shipping $2.69.
Nice. Yeah, it's $1 better.
$2.88, $2.71. So we're getting.
Hey, I'm always putting that in the CB bin because, like, I always pick up cheap books, cheap books, cheap first appearance books. I'll pick them up.
So where are we putting?
Well, you're gonna be garbage. Oh, trash! It got voted to trash.
Huh? Oh,
by Kyle and Dub.
Wow.
You don't like Marco's crazy storyline, huh?
No, I don't care about what. Even on day 3 of the con, I'm not buying that book. What am I gonna do with that book?
Sell it eventually. That's how you.
No,
that's
I'm not
how that
gonna
works.
You're not gonna flip it.
I'll sell it to Marco like at the next con. That's the only person to buy
I'll
it.
just take it. I'll just take
It's
it.
Yeah,
always
he wants to take it. So what's the point of me buying it?
Hey, let's be real. I'm not paying $1 for that.
Marco's gonna come to my table and just take the book and walk away.
I'm just gonna walk out.
I'm
not gonna pay for the book. I'm just gonna. That's exactly what I do. I walk up and go.
Poor garbage.
I go, hey, this is what I do. This is my move. Hey, I take a 5 or 6 books like that. I pull it out of somebody's bin. I go, hey, could you hold on? Don't have money on me. And I come back later. I was like, how much do I owe you for those books? Don't worry about it. You just take them. That's one of that book. So that's a book for me. That's A level. that's that move. That's my move.
Oh, well, it found its way to the trash then.
Yep.
You guys are garbage. All right, next up.
Blame Kyle and BK.
No, Kyle.
I don't. Kyl's talking about the movie.
Kyle has been hating on the movie since like it was announced.
Yeah, well,
he says every week on SNS, he says the Deadpool movie's going to be trash because he needs to be contrarian to everyone.
Oh,
because he creates content. That's why. Now this is a trash book. You're not buying it for some C-rate Peyton Manning knockoff 5-headed mother bleeper.
I just pulled that yesterday on eBay. I'm just kidding. No, I didn't. Yeah, no.
It tastes so good.
He does look like Peyton Manning.
5-headed. Who said that? Was that Bry?
This book is actually expensive.
No,
like $15.
It's way more expensive than free.
I thought it was like 20. There's 20.
Dr. Proteus is a big She-Hulk fan in the chat, I think. So I think he would buy this book.
25. Yeah. So yeah, this is $15 to $25.
Is it
because of all the TVA stuff? Again, this all ties back into that.
Yeah, right. I get it, but
so it's still lingering spec cycle.
Definitely not $20. It's a trash book.
Nope. Bye, Felicia.
I also would not pay 20.
Nope, trash that.
Trash
that.
Oh boy,
it's the first appearance of.
It just says nope. He just says nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope. Trash. All right. Next up, well, you got a whole pound of trash here.
Hey, this is what it is. We went through the thing. You saw
it. First full true appearance of TVA. It's on the cover. Is this a $10 book?
What do you mean it's on the cover? That's Zaniac's on the cover.
Nope.
Judge Dredd on the cover.
No, it's in the town.
Oh.
No, the shadow. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, and then don't forget you had Mobius and the Fantastic Four people. There's all kinds of TVA books that people like to talk about. But what is this, Thor 372? Yeah. Let's see what this is selling for, or people are asking for it.
Either one. Well, either one's probably gonna. It's gonna
no matter what it is,
trash or D. It's either trash or D.
$38.
Trash.
And $8.5, $90. $8. Here's all right, $8. Oh,
$8 D.
24. Auction starting at $8. $12 raw. Granted,
okay. D. That's fair.
$12.50.
75-cent copy.
A lot of graded copies.
B.
Oh.
Yeah, John, that's what I'm saying. So D.
I'd probably put it more in a C, but
all right. Well, I'm having D.
Only because we can still they can come back to this.
Yeah, but like
I don't know if it would end.
You're not really. Don't put it in C. Nobody's buying that. Not like that. No.
All right. I'm trying to think. You're right. To what end would you really want this?
There's no purpose.
A.
Yeah, now here.
Not for him, but A.
Not for Pyro.
That's an easy A, like the movie for me.
They say you're the bad guy. Is that what they say?
How much does this go for these days? 141, huh?
This is one of the best X-Men books out there.
Very fine plus near mint minus 130, 120, 140, 126. It ain't cheap, but it is a classic. 150.
Okay, for the
a
classic.
9.8. 985. First Rachel Summers. But it's also first Pyro.
It is?
Yeah, that's why I have it here. It's because of Pyro. But it is also first Rachel Summers. And all that stuff. I don't know. Is the chat got anything on this?
I think it's an you got some I'll show you.
I know I see S tier, but
you got a couple of A's.
I do love the book, but it is pricey.
Yeah, you got 2 A's and an S. I think this. I don't know what BK. If the BK's what.
Yeah, what's BK's S for?
I don't know if this was for this.
I think it's this. The BK wasn't S tier in the TVA.
Nah, I ain't giving.
He may have been. I don't know. It sounds about right.
No, he wasn't. He's S tier in this. And you know what?
I'm more of an A for this book. I mean, because the price.
It's pricey right now.
Yeah, that's why.
But I don't think it's going to lose much.
Yeah, it's not.
It's a classic. It's always going to be a classic.
That it will.
What do you give it?
Marco to put his 2 cents in, but he decided to run off.
He said A already. Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I would also say. I mean, I wouldn't argue S tier either. It's just so
I would argue S tier.
You know,
it's
so iconic. Like you think
about it for S because of
the 5 stories that come up. Speaking of, how do you feel about X-Men 97? Just kidding, that's random. But yeah.
Oh, we already covered it. It's good, right?
We did it already.
Darn it, Corbin. I was driving home from work.
No, that's all right. Are you digging it?
Yeah.
We didn't do spoilers for the show. We didn't do spoilers, but we did.
We might do that in after hours. We might spoil it after hours. We'll let people know. Though.
Yeah.
We don't want to be North Korea.
Yeah, North Korea. Bringing that back up. So we're doing A for this then?
Yeah. No, S. Put it up to S.
I was going to say S. We do S.
Put it into S. We got a couple S's. Put it into S.
It's a classic. All right. We still got a lot here to go.
It is one of those. So. Woo! Glad I got this at normal pricing. Nice, good job, Zags.
Well, we're only at 12. You got 18 more to go. Let's get moving.
Yeah,
here.
We'll fly.
I know some of them. Well,
where are we at? Okay. I don't like this book for the price. I think it sucks.
It is pretty pricey.
I think it's overpriced.
I'm going to look it up to give you what the price is.
Doesn't matter. It's overpriced.
I know.
C or D.
5.5.
Dude, you can't sell that shit ever.
5.5 is $260. Raw, $300. No bids. Raw, $195. No bids.
Oh baby, I like it raw.
$250. $400.
For what grade?
Raw.
It just says raw.
Yeah, they're just raw. They don't give a grade. They don't look like 9.8 candidates, obviously, but they don't look like destroyed either. $219, no bids. A 5.5 raw, $249. It's just too expensive.
I don't really love that character. So
I'd rather have 2 copies of 141 for that price.
Yes.
Like I said, if I have $250, I'd rather have 2 nice copies of 141 than 1 copy of Iron Fist 14.
No way, Cosmic One. No way. I know you own this. Everybody owns this book. You just can't.
I don't have one. I never got one.
You can't put it.
I never got
this
around
price that is now. You cannot put it in the S tier.
And I'm not paying this price.
I think C or D, right? C probably. Dub. C?
I would. Yeah, no higher than a C for me. Like I'll give it a C.
Yeah, I think C. But
yeah. the price is kind of a little.
It's iconic. I know where you're gonna go.
It's for a guy who's I'm a noted reader. Like I buy a book to read it, right? Like it's
noted reader. Noted reader.
Catch that, I say because there's a mix between those who read and those.
Oh, you're right. Noted reader. No, tell PK. Okay. Speaking of the next book, I like this book, but it's hard to get.
Yeah, the cover's kind of scary.
Not that hard. I find more of these than not.
They're no, for a price that I'm willing to pay for it. I'm sorry. It's hard to get.
They're like $20 all the time.
Yeah, it's hard to pay for a price that I'm willing to pay for it, which is not $20.
Yeah, but sometimes you get it at a place that has like a sale and it's like half off of that.
Yeah, that's good.
$10.
Yeah, or they do the sticker thing and you get it for like $10.
Yeah, well they got whatever percentage off.
But
the sticker.
I've seen this. No, this is what I've seen this book price all the way up to like $40 and like
Well, right now it's 31.
That's what I'm saying.
For fine, very fine. They're not also. You really don't want to be buying like fine, very fine copies.
No, I think Deadpool's
$20. Even $15 for a fine copy. Like, I don't know, hold out for a nicer copy at that price.
Yeah. So maybe C.
35, 38.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got to get sub 20.
50, 43.
Right. $10 sounds about right.
But $10 is going to get you a banged up copy of this. Do you really want to?
No,
you really want a banged up modern book?
Not a nice copy in 10. No. Okay.
Well, you're not getting. What are you going to say,
Dub?
Not what we're talking about. Otherwise, I'd love to get a nice copy of Sabretooth for $100 too, but it's not on that. That's not on the table.
Dub, go ahead.
Somewhere between a B and a C for me. Like at that prices, like I like the book, but I don't want to pay $40 for it. 20 is probably the top I would pay for it.
10?
But I mean, I'm selling it for that, like $25. So, like, I mean, what's the point then?
Yeah, B, C though.
Yeah, I'll say C.
Okay,
but I wouldn't be mad about a B.
At 10, yeah. If it's at $10, I'm all day B with you.
If it's $10, I'm putting an A.
I don't know if we're getting it for 10.
They'll give it a C.
Multiple copies for 10.
Hey, you better be out of here, BK, with your nonsense.
What? Listen, I told you tell your mama South here Friday. What do you want from me?
He's also a librarian. You're not gonna tell the librarian he can't read.
I just got for 10 hours there. You must be kidding me.
Yeah, like
I run 3 book clubs. Count them.
They asked me earlier. They're like, why don't you respond to morons? I'm like, because what's the point? Like, morons go to moron.
Apparently. Oh boy.
All right, what's our next book?
Yeah, BK, holler at BK. I'm not going. Yes, buying this book.
You're buying you want the Fantastic Car?
No, it's because it's it's under 10 for Fantastic Four. So yes, in good shape. I'll buy this.
Under 10 number, not price.
Yeah.
Because yes, the price of this thing obviously is not going to be cheap.
I would buy low grade.
See, I'm looking at a copy right here for $629. It looks like somebody took a shit on it.
No, low grade, good presentability.
It's water damage all around.
1,000 pre-graded too. Not well. It depends. I'll buy it raw but then I have to count pages. I can
move this over here for a second. Here, look at this copy. It's just water damage all
click
around.
on it. So can we see the?
That's why it's free shipping, though, Pete.
Yeah, it's also because it's $630.
That is not. Hit that. Can we see that listing? Just try not to.
You want to go in? It's they say very good. Look at it. It's all chipped.
That is not the definition of very good.
Yeah, no shit. That's also why it's not
sold.
What the
fuck? That has tape on it too? Oh no.
This is what I said. That's what I'm saying. This is the one that looks like someone took a dump on it.
Oh my god. What's the other side look like?
What's that?
Can we see the other side so we can see what the pages maybe look like? Oh shit. That's waterlogged.
Yeah, I know. Somebody peed on it too.
That's not even that's
liquid shit.
That's tape.
Yep, that's tape.
There's like 2 parts of tape.
And there's tape all over the water.
Amateur restoration, water.
Tape up to here. Tape ends here.
Oh,
wait, more tape.
Oh, there's a terrier right there. Jesus. Get out of here.
Yeah.
This looks like they tried to take the tape off at that point. No. D. I mean, I love it, but not that copy.
But that's all that's really available. There's not a lot of copies available. Oh, this one's interesting. if I give you this one?
$289. No, that's a reasonable value. Well, it's also damaged.
The same list.
That's what I'm saying. This one's $289. It's
only missing half
got
the
a
front cover.
big tear in the cover.
Yeah, you get 3/4 of it for value.
Send back.
Yeah, you're missing like a good third of the cover here, but yeah.
If Mr. Fantastic didn't take a bukkake to the face, I think maybe I'd buy it.
Even missing half of the Fantastic car, and you just get.
I wouldn't mind because if
you get the anti-Liefeld, you just get the Human Torch's feet, nothing else but his feet.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. But I can see why somebody would buy it because actually it shows all 4 characters there. Not bad.
Yeah, because the cover's ripped. You get to see
the cover's ripped in a great place. It's ripped in a great place. Yeah. Except for it is first appearance of the car, and the car's ripped in half. But you get to see some of it. I mean, I'm not doing it.
I would pay $289 for this before I pay $650 for the other one.
Yeah, absolutely, bargain.
Also, all right.
Once again, if he didn't look like Mr. Fantastic Bukkake on the face.
Okay, where are we putting this one?
It is very good. Hey, you know what? BK got one. It fucking 80 comments later. It was very good for a comic that survived the flood. Yeah, no, put it in C. I like that book in low, like not those 2 examples, but in low grade, I like the book for the price.
Fair enough. I did see BK gave it a C. So you and BK are on board. Yeah. Unless BK was talking about the last book. But regardless, we'll give it a C and move on. What's our next book?
All right. What is it next?
Oh,
here it is.
Goliath. There you go.
How much is the book? Because I wouldn't pay $1 for it. But somebody said it was a good read, so maybe $2. Maybe. I mean, it is U.S. Agent, Thunderstrike, and War Machine are almost out of time.
$6, $20, $12, $10. They're all asking, but they're $6 copies.
$1. No. The answer is D. 25 cents or trash. I'm kind of with Joe on this one.
But it's got foil. No, I agree. I don't know. What are you going to do with this? Because you like the smoke monster? Oof. Yeah, I get it.
Past DC is bad.
He showed up.
Give it a C?
Is there anything lower than trash?
No, D. Yeah, lower than trash.
I can do a D, I guess.
Oh, well, I guess. I mean, yeah, maybe we do.
No, at $6, Joe. I think we got to trash it. I think we got to trash it at $6. Is too expensive for that book.
And they're not buying it at that price either.
I mean, I'm not buying it either way. Sorry.
Where are you jumping all
around? There we are.
Showed all the books.
This one.
The Corpse of Ant-Man.
What?
The Corpse of Ant-Man.
Yeah, it's
in the movie.
It's also it's part of Old Man Logan, but I mean
that is Giant Man's head.
No, his whole body. There's shoulders there too, and his hands.
Giant Man's torso or body. Yeah.
Actually, you see his hands too. You see it all.
You got to imagine the rest of him is laying there. There's probably like an escape hatch out his butthole that you can get out that way.
Yeah, no.
I know. I've talked too much about
trash this book. Trash this book.
Nope.
I don't know if you want to say it's true. Let's look. What is it? Wolverine 71.
What?
It is part of the Old Man Logan storyline, which ends with what, 72?
Yes.
A newsstand is looking for about $18 because people love newsstands. $12, $5.50, $6.89, $10.95. All right, it's like a $5 to $10 book for the most part.
Looks like a wrinkly Thanos with like pimples all over him.
Yeah, well, it's bullet holes in his head.
Can you imagine using a Post-it note and have to put up there?
But I'm not investing in this for the Ant-Man's corpse.
Post-it note for what?
That says Ant-Man. First appearance, Ant-Man's corpse. Giant Ant-Man's corpse.
Yeah, that's
trash it. Trash it.
That's not why you're going to buy that book. You're not investing in it because of that.
All right.
You find it for a buck. It's fun. You go, hey, Ant-Man.
I love this book. I don't give a shit. I can't. It put you S tier.
It is a great book.
No,
I do not have this yet. One day,
Yeah, it looks really sick, but S. Again, it's another iconic one.
Yeah, I mean, it's Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. You get Scarlet Witch. It's not Toad. Scarlet Witch Quicksilver before Toad.
It's no Batman 500, but it's up there.
Whoa. You better slow your roll. It's S tier without doubt. We're not even going to talk about it. Not even going to talk about it. Brian says that. Yeah, Brian says it. Okay. I actually kind of dig this book.
This one is a tricky one.
This isn't because this is one you can find. Like, this is a slippery.
You can find, and other times you find it, and they want more money than you're willing to spend.
Yeah, but this is the one where you find it at con and you wink at your friend who's next to you, and they're like, "Why are you buying this book?" Yeah,
because I love Canadians.
Yeah, after you, I'm a flight fan.
Why are you buying Alpha?
I'm a flighty. Well, they call it a Swifty. I'm a flighty.
Yeah, you find a run of Alpha Flight. You look for this book. You look for what 51, which is Jim Lee art, I believe.
Yes. Somewhere in there.
There's another Jim Lee cover in there too after 51. But 51, I think, is his first like X-related title. First time he draws, I think, Wolverine. But yeah, outside of that, that's all you really look for Alpha Flight of this run.
Oh yeah, Mastermind S tier. Yeah, this is definitely B. This is a good book.
So in Daredevil, she's not Lady Deathstrike yet? Is that what it is? And like Joe says, 197.
Oh yeah, she's just what do you call it?
Yuriko,
I think actually her name is Yukio as well.
Yeah,
it's different. Yukio.
A Yukio. There's a
right. Is it Yukio?
It's Yuriko.
Yuriko.
You watch Shogun. Yuriko.
But yeah, that's before. Yeah, I didn't put that. I put this is her.
Yeah. No, she's not Lady Deathstrike yet, so that makes sense.
Yuriko. There you go, Jim Lee. All right, B. Okay, I like it. B. Put it in there. I agree with him. Yep.
That's fine by me. All right, let's go. What's our next one? Azazel.
I mean, I picked this book up because
he's zazzy.
Yeah. No, because Yep.
It's because he's
But it's C. But it's C. Yeah, it's C because it's not like.
I give it a D.
Whoa! All right. Okay.
I mean,
DC hate.
I don't know if that's Nightcrawler or if that's Beast.
I was about to say also that cover is just mad ugly. I know it's Nightcrawler because of the hands, right?
I think that's why I buy it.
Even then, it's still disgusting.
It's let's see, $10, $6.
Nah.
No.
250 or I'm out.
15. Well,
no, I said 250 cents.
He said
20,
250.
30.
250 cents.
18.25, 14.99.
What is it selling for?
No, it's a D for me, dog.
13. Oh, $5, but this one looks like somebody sat on it.
That's
what's it selling for?
All right, you want to see sold copies? All right, let me scroll up to sold copies. Our last copy sold for that's a lot. $8.
I need to see it. Yeah, nah, dog. Give me a D.
$10, $8. Granted, any of these could have accepted offers. I don't have that site up, so
yeah. So it's like it's under $5.
It could be anywhere between $5 and $20.
It could be $2.50. C.
Not on eBay. You can find it at a store, sure.
Yeah, I don't shop on eBay
because eBay they charge fees. They're going to make you ship it, and you got to factor shipping costs into what you're paying anyway. A little bit, right?
Well, y'all know where I stand.
I don't want this book either.
This is like a C.
We got C's. We got some C love. Put in C.
I would find if I found this in like a cheap box, $1, $2 bin, I would grab it and go, hey, I know what this is. Versus Hazel.
Patch.
This was going back to our last time with the teaser.
Yeah, patch.
Mm-hmm.
With the Daniel Radcliffe patch, which it's still a possibility. I'm not writing this all.
I am, but I appreciate the excitement there, Pete.
I actually, C or D.
Joe, you carry sandwiches in your pocket?
Yeah, he's the type of dude that looks like he carries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
walking around with an egg salad sandwich in his pocket.
Yeah, it's something with a mayonnaise base.
Yeah, egg salad. Tuna sounds a little sophisticated. Egg is simple. I think he would be egg salad guy.
Yeah.
Back to the basics. You know
what he does? He does egg salad.
I'll offer you an egg salad.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like this. Egg salad on one side, potato salad on the other. Puts them together. Gourmet.
Oh goodness, this is a good sandwich. Now. I don't know why I have that
Okay,
voice.
what are we doing? Wolverine number one.
That's not what Joe sounds like at all.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. That's
My bad,
my
Joe. My bad.
horrible-
I'd give you a little bit. Gorman took it way too fucking far.
No, you
All
know
right.
what's funny? So shout out to Joe. It's been a while since I've heard of him. Like, has he been on a show? I feel he has been on.
Yeah, he's on Friday's show all the time.
Oh, see, so I missed those. So there you go. So Joe, I know it's not how you sound, but I just feel like a guy who would have egg salad sandwich in the pocket would sound like that. It was more of an impersonation of that
To
than
be fair,
Joe's.
I brought the egg salad into the store.
I just think calling it gourmet is what he would do. Gourmet.
Oh, well, I'll leave it
Not
there.
an A for Logan.
BK, get out of here, bro. Get out of here, dog.
What is
Yeah,
this
that's
selling?
what I said.
$46 at
Oh,
auction.
shout out to you. That's smart. That's true. Now I got to tune in Friday so I can hear his voice. Not that I was mocking the voice, though.
$52. Buy it now.
Yeah,
52 for Wolverine.
Yeah. The other one I said was like 47. It was at auction. A near mint plus that somebody listed. Buy it now. $149.99. 2 days ago.
Oh, Near Mint Plus.
Near
I
mint
would
plus.
not buy
That's what
that
they're
for the
looking at.
portfolio.
But other than that, it looks like 50 to 60 bucks. 60 bucks, very fine.
Yeah,
Two near
C
mint
at best, D at best, maybe no.
Yeah.
C or D.
I still
Yeah.
like it, but not. I don't want to pay
Yeah.
60 bucks.
Right.
C
For that
or
price, no.
D.
C at absolute best to C, but I'd much rather not buy
D,
that
no.
one.
All right.
C?
or D. C it C.
C?
Nobody
Oh.
said B. You can't just keep saying B because you like.
I'm
the best.
asking questions. I can't hear what you're mumbling about and seeing what's in the chat while I'm running the whole deck.
Nobody wants that book. Everybody said it 20 times. Everybody could hear it. All right. NYX. Apparently, if you're Bruce, you don't know how to grade this book. All I'm saying. Not saying all I'm saying. Hello, brother.
Why? What did he get?
I don't know. You told us to watch that video, so I watched the video.
Yeah, no
I didn't
spoiler on
watch
this
the
video.
I didn't pay
I'm
attention.
ready for this show.
Didn't really pay attention, but watched it.
If you want to know what Bruce got, you're going to have to check out his video.
Yeah, he cries.
I'll
If
watch
you
it
want to
later.
see
I gotta-
Bruce
I gotta get ready for this
cry, if you want to see a grown man cry, watch Kingdom of Nerds. Boxing.
I subbed one once and got an 8.5 and was pretty pissed.
That's why we pre-screen.
This was before I knew what pre-screen was, and it was very early on.
What's this up to now, Pete? Do you know?
I'm looking actually.
I
A
never
raw
recovered
sold
this.
for it says $500, but they probably accepted an offer of some kind to end it early. A 9.6, 33 bids, 522. That's a Turkish version and a Marvel must-have reader.
Turkish version.
Yeah, a 9.8, 985 with 29 bids at auction. That's
Hey,
created.
absolute! Don't spoil it.
9.4,
Guess it's sold.
$600. 9.8, $1,250. It's still like $1,000 9.8. Let's just say that.
We all know you lying. You never collected that. You didn't know what comics were like that. Yeah, we're using it from it, but it's probably a character that I gotta show up.
What is she? Hansel?
Console.
Hansel's so hot right now.
Console?
The kid that played her, Zaggy. All right,
No,
what are we doing? B in
I'm
this?
doing Zoolander, but that's probably what Zaggy means.
We doing B on this?
Sure.
It's had its ups and downs. It really hasn't fallen too much below
Yeah,
that.
it's a good book. I mean,
Okay, is this a dollar book? Because if it is, maybe I'll.
It's
put
not
it in.
anymore, no.
Okay, D.
nope.
D. F.
Granted, it's anywhere. It's like an $8 to $12 book. Let's say that.
So F. So F. Because fuck
Do we
this
have
book.
an F? Because I don't want this book.
Well, don't forget. Remember when like the first Deadpool movie came out? Basically, any Deadpool comic people could find that had Deadpool in the title was like it's $3. Like it didn't matter what it was. Like they just pulled it out of dollar bins and they just upped the price on everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of where this one I think kind of would find itself.
F.
$3?
It's Dogpool.
It is. Joe's right. $8 to $12 more than I want to spend. F. Trash it.
All right. Well, if you didn't like Dogpool, what do you think about Kidpool?
No.
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 Nope.
Not that movie.
I think it's
Kidpool's
trash
supposed
too.
to be in this. I think they're
It's trash.
Trash it.
That'd be a bad decision. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just trashing it personally.
It's about the same prices too. It's just anywhere from like $10 to $20. It could be a couple of bit cheaper.
Comic Man Andy is my friend. I would appreciate people not soiling his good name on streams. Thank you.
And me and Comic Man Andy are pretty friendly. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. Always had a good experience with him and his family. B for kid pool. B for kid pool. Get
out of here, BK. Go home. It's bedtime, man.
B for bedtime, baby.
Let your mom tuck you in.
Put it in the trash. We're not, especially considering you said that. All right. Yeah, they're trying to make it.
Hold on, I want to see what it's selling for. I want to know now.
It's funny that you told him to go home.
$15. $10 to $15. Say that.
Yeah. $10 to $15? Hell no.
Yeah, what's what it's selling for? I'm not buying it for that price, but people are paying it because they want to see it in the movie, I guess.
Sticks.
Okay, a couple more left. We got a handful left here at the bottom.
Why do you think commercials for above ground pearls are only 30 seconds long? Because how much fun can you possibly have in one?
Well, now we get into the wild speculation because we did not see any of this, but Deadpool core would include Lady Deadpool.
Gwenpool? These pools? How much is this book? $1?
No, this book has not been $1 for fucking ever.
Never. So, you know where it goes.
Mark with a mouth 7. This is I want to say well, it's at least 50. Oh,
trash.
$100. $89.
$100.
$91 with 18 bits at auction.
This bitch.
$175.
That's what somebody's asking.
No, these are sold. I'm giving you sold prices. Why did I tell you how many bids there were?
Nope, trash. Trash it. We're trash it. Moving along. Okay.
Why?
That book has a genius of like Stan Lee behind it because like you take a character and you make a woman version of it, and you say you created an all-new character.
What's her name?
Yeah, I can't quickly trash
Wendy. Was her name Wendy Williams? Instead of Wade Wilson? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I can't just Wendy Williams trash like Kidpool and Dogpool as you did, because this book has been expensive for a long time, be it for the Train Spotting homage cover that people also like, the fact that there are 3 printings on this book that all do very, very well and sell very, very well. I'm not saying I would pay $100 for this by any stretch of the word, but if you find this for the right price, you still can make money. That's the only point I'm trying to make.
Well, it's between No Way and the C.
I'm not saying this is S tier or A tier or anything like that.
Okay, so it's
my
between
point being is if you can find this for the right price, you can still do all right with this book. Because there are people looking for it, as opposed to a Deadpool, not Deadpool, a dog pool or a kid pool. This one, you will find a market.
I do like the cover.
See?
I didn't know, Corbin, I didn't know your mom helps special need kids fold their...
Wait, what?
I didn't know she helps special need kids.
Who said that?
Well, apparently she helps him fold the sheets because he can't do it himself. BK.
BK... Let me not talk about his mama. I can tell some stories.
No, I'm just saying. I know your mom is a wonderful woman. I know that, but I just know that, like, so I just figured she does donate a lot of her time to charities. I didn't know that BK was one of the special.
I mean, but usually, like, those are people who just had like they didn't have like life problems. They just had like a wrong step here or there. You know, like she would work at the halfway.
All I'm going to argue is this out of trash. What say you all?
Hey,
where do you want to put it?
Hey.
Well, I'm the only thing I see. The only one that also said it was BK, who said C. Nobody else gave a grade.
You got put in D, dude.
So it's D then.
No way. Trash, yeah, because Ryan said no way. Yeah. Hey, Corbin. Hey, you know the bus that BK rides on. Definitely got an elevator on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's on one of them elevator buses.
Oh man. Was my wife or was Surith who sent it to me, but they sent me a video of some kid like, look at this bus. It's way too long. Like, what's the deal with this bus?
Oh, dude,
never seen a bus this long.
No, bro.
It was pretty funny.
You can't say B now.
Thanks, Matt, for the support, though. I appreciate that.
Ass kissing.
But we'll leave it where it is. Move on to our last person of the Deadpool core.
No. Boo you.
What is
it's just Deadpool's head. It's zombie Deadpool from the Marvel Zombie universe, but it's just his head. It actually has a little helicopter.
Why you just wasting our time at this point?
He's been in a ton of comics, dude. You know how many first appearances I had to...
this man.
Why are you booing this?
Because of this book. Why are we reviewing this book?
I'm putting this book because this is what I would call his actual first appearance, despite the fact that you got to go to the first appearance of a full-size Marvel Zombies Deadpool. Then you got the issue where he was chopped up by an industrial fan, where he got decapitated, but you didn't see his head yet. And then you got the one where he's with Simon Garth, the zombie guy, carrying the head, and he's talking. So it is like the Headpool. And then he floats in on a couple of islands and a few other issues. There's a lot of Headpool issues. This is not like a one-off thing. This is a thing. There's a whole. What about the Heisman picture? The Heisman cover with him holding the head.
Hold on, Pete. I don't think he's booing the appearances. I think he's booing this character.
Yeah, I'm booing that you're even putting this on a slide we got to talk about. Yes, thank you.
This is a misunderstanding. Yeah, I just wanted to clear. Is that a Greg Land? Is that a Greg Land cover?
The one with all the worms? I don't think so.
It looks like Greg Land.
Oh, yes. The Marvel Zombies 4.
Yeah.
That is a Land.
It looks like Greg Land's style.
And that's a very cheap book, that one. But
was it
again,
$1?
I don't know what you would call the first appearance of the zombie Deadpool head, because
I'll call it.
There's a whole history. I did a dollar bin digging on it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Oh, I'm sorry, but
Who cares?
I'm sorry, I hadn't seen that one before.
Then why are we even doing this?
I just don't care about that book. I just don't care about that book.
Why bother?
All right. Where we put it? D or trash? No, it's $1 book. C, maybe, I guess. I don't know. It's a good $1.
I'd pay $1 for that book.
Yeah, $1.
Yeah, so I guess a C.
You can find it for $1. That's what I'm saying.
C.
I'd pay $1.
Oh, now all of a sudden it's C. The guilt you all into it.
Well done.
No, we didn't need the explanation. It was going to be C no matter what. I don't know why we got the 30 hours.
It was not going to be a C no matter what. Why would that one be C?
Because all you had to say was, this is $1 book. I would have been like, yeah, C. Speaking of $1 books.
Well, this is just to round out. This is by the time they're all together now.
No, I wouldn't buy this for C, even though there's the spinny head, apparently. Who cares?
Well, every issue introduced, like issue 1, brought Lady Deadpool in.
Wow, we spent a lot of time on Deadpool core.
I know. Well, this is what they're building in this movie. This is what people are hoping to see. They
That's
can't
saying
wait
hi,
to see
Core.
different Deadpools.
Corbin said hi first.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Here we go again. Here we go again. Why people?
All right, I don't know what this one does though, because it does not have a first appearance of like a singular person. So this one's probably pretty cheap.
Hey, at least Corbin shot his shot, dude.
$3.61. It's sold by itself.
My favorite part of this picture is Hugh Jackman's face that he's making right there.
Yeah, me too. Trash. Is this one. It doesn't matter how cheap it is. It's getting trashed.
Oh, actually, I think I messed up, y'all.
What?
One sec. I'll just check the chat in a second.
Yeah.
I might need y'all to.
Wait, you need some help?
Yeah, one sec.
Wait, what? Uh-oh.
No, I just think I did something wrong. I'm just messing around, but I didn't. I think I messed up.
What did you do?
What did you do? You put BK in timeout.
It says for 86,000 seconds.
Timeout. Who can untime out this dude?
How do you untime out somebody?
1,000 seconds.
How long is 86,000 seconds?
I don't even know how you do that.
I don't know.
I think Pete's the only one that can do it.
Hey, no, he can get it out.
I can get him out.
No, Matt can probably get him out. I think Matt can get him out. Matt, can you get him out?
There we go.
He goes, Matt. He already knew. He knew you dropped the ban hammer. Get him out of there.
Did you ban him or
Don't play with me, BK. I didn't ban him. I just put it for 10 seconds. There you go. He should be. I don't know what just happened. I meant to put him out for a minute.
86,000 seconds.
I meant to put him out for a minute, but not to. Oh, okay, that was good.
I didn't do. Hey, you watch your mouth. You watch your mouth, little boy. You better watch your mouth. I was the one telling Lynn back. You better. I'll put you in timeout for 86 seconds. You better watch your mouth. Oh, dude,
All right, we got
is
three
86
left.
seconds?
We got 3 left.
60,000 seconds is a
I bet
day?
him for a day. Wow, that's crazy. 525. Anyway, all right. No more rent playlist.
Yeah, it's one day. Ryan's correct.
Keep my name out your mouth, BK. No, I'm playing.
There's your boy.
No, I mean, I like them. I used to pick it up a lot. I still pick it up a lot. Just like this week, probably not. Or maybe this. Well, maybe it's probably back down.
Well, I mean,
$5.
thanks to X-Men 97, this did like go up a few bucks. So there's a lot of $10 to $15 sales. So now probably not the time.
Yeah, probably
Oh,
C.
boy.
It's a
What
seer
a
right
day.
now. It's a seer. C.
I mean, unless you find it for really cheap, which there's still
$5
be
or
out
less.
there.
$5 you can find it. I'll buy it.
Sticks.
What's going on? You guys are fighting in the chat. All right, put it in CP because we got to get through this because they're getting a chat fight at this point.
No, I'm done. Came to hang out with the boys and talk some comics.
Oh, we got 2 more. These again were from
Damn,
our
dude.
initial.
That was fire though.
Shots.
That's
Yeah.
wow, sticks out of
Oof.
nowhere.
Sticks.
Like that's
Just fucking.
sticks
From the
BK
top.
just
rope.
taking strays.
from way
Bah!
downtown.
Bah!
Oh my goodness.
Straight. Hey, he got him sculpted. Bah! Just oof, oof. Damn. I didn't even know. I didn't know Sticks had that in him. Good for
Yeah,
you,
you
Sticks.
either. That was wild.
Wong's portal. What are you
Why are
talking
you
about?
certain it's Wong? It could be
We
any
don't
number of
know
magic
for
users.
sure. I think it is, and I think they want you to believe there is, but I also feel there's been some editing done in that shot. Like absolutely some editing.
Oh, 100%. There's editing. This is just all.
Yeah. I now is it like Avengers Infinity War where they had that one scene of them all running that never actually happened? I'm not saying it's that level of that.
Oh.
I'm going to say it's immediately.
Why is Avengers taking a stray too? What? Hey, stop with all the strays here, dude. Sticks throwing strays.
Oh, because
Corbin throwing
it's true.
strays.
It's true. They had a scene. Remember at the very look at the Avengers Infinity War, the first trailer. The very last scene of that
Hold
trailer
on.
never
He's
happened
right.
in the movie. And I
My
just had to
bad.
call it
My
out.
bad.
Yeah, no,
My
they
bad.
always put stuff in there.
Yeah, I feel like this is similar to that.
Yeah, there was the one charging scene where the Hulk was in the shot. But
Exactly. We never saw the Hulk in
armor.
the movie.
Hold
Yeah,
on. You got to give him the respect he deserves. Sticks. To be fair, BK's mom's wanted to do that since birth.
Ring the bell.
You got it. He gets it. Thank you.
He
Thank you
gets
for
the
keeping us
bell.
on track there, Zags.
And I don't think that was a stray. I think that was a deliberate.
Yeah, maybe.
Factual truth. No, okay.
All right, Gambit's first appearance. Days of Future Past.
Let's start all the arguments again.
It's his first appearance.
Rest in peace.
He's not on the cover. It's not his full first cover appearance, but it's his
Oh,
first
you
appearance.
can't blame him? Okay, BK. I'm done. I'm sorry. I guess so.
I don't know. This is you said
Now
this is already kind
it's-
of pricey for.
It's starting to
what
get
it
too
is.
expensive. I used to love this book. I all the time. I probably got
Wait, it's
20
getting
copies.
expensive now. What's it go for
Yeah.
now?
It started
good
hitting
news.
40,
Yeah, I'm gonna
40
start
and
selling.
60.
Dang.
40 and 60. Yeah,
Time to
used
start
be a
selling
$5
them, huh?
book. Yep. Well, I'll try and start putting them out there
Well,
for like $30 and hope you sell.
I don't know where it is now. This was a week or so ago. All right, 2 bids, $33. About $30, 35, 50. April 20.
Yeah,
2 days ago.
$30. Yeah, cool.
BK.
All
30.
right.
About 50.
Shoot, I've been hitting
Still
the
too
notes.
expensive. If it's
Yeah.
like $10.
C, put in C though. It'll come back down. You can grab it again. 2 first.
All right, our last one. Everybody's still hoping and dreaming
Oh,
and praying.
um,
Because she mentions Dazzle. The word Dazzle is all in her new album. So she must be dropping Easter eggs because
Whose
she
new album?
cares about dropping Marvel Easter eggs.
Dazzler came out with a new album.
As she's making billions
Yes.
of dollars with her music career.
Well, actually, didn't she just? Well, yeah. I guess you're right.
Who?
Dazzler and the. Oh,
All right, the Dazzler.
Dazzler just had a book come out today, right?
A new comic book?
She's in Dead X-Men.
Yeah, she was on the cover.
Oh, they had the reprint, the facsimile of this, and then a 1 in 25
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
facsimile reprint, which it still makes no goddamn sense.
Yeah, no.
You can't do a different cover on a facsimile reprint. Facsimile is exact.
oh,
copy.
Pete, tell him, Pete.
It don't make no sense.
No, a lot of stuff doesn't make sense.
Say it.
First full appearance doesn't make sense either.
Well, that
Yeah,
that's
that's first
fine.
full appearance
Just
means
saying,
second
you can't
appearance.
change the cover artwork
No, it doesn't.
and call it a
'cause
facsimile anymore.
it's your first appearance, or so you're not a first appearance.
Yeah, it's just another way of saying second appearance.
Yeah, I know.
It's easy.
Do. All right.
But
Who says that?
This is still way. I think it's still too expensive.
Oh yeah. Yes. In '97, yes.
I mean, despite the fact this isn't a nice run, like this run of X-Men where you got
dude, BK,
Kitty Pryde and like you got Sebastian Shaw, Emma Frost in 129, and then this you got 130, and then we got Alpha Flight wasn't too far off.
Whoa!
What was that?
What just happened?
Corbin, what was that?
I don't know.
This?
Yeah.
Huh?
I was rubbing my mic.
Why?
I felt like something. Nothing. That it's gonna come out wrong the way I was.
All right.
I felt something foreign on there, and I was just rubbing it out.
Well, mute it next time you do that, please. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was muted already. You heard that?
No, we blow all of our eardrums out. Bro.
We heard it every time. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, my bad.
Jesus. What is going on in this show? All right, listen. Okay, I think no matter what, it's now always going to be a lifetime key. It doesn't matter if he shows up or not. So, but this price probably C.
Yeah, fair enough. Right in the middle. There we go. Really expensive books at the top, unless you like Pete Wisdom. And everything else.
Pete Wisdom.
Yeah, I think so. No, that's not true. All right, well, there you go.
I know it's not true, but
that was a list.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Thanks for staying for the list, at least. Corder, what's up? So, hey, we did. We don't have it up anymore, but we reviewed a couple. Have you been watching Shogun by any chance?
No. Should I?
Oh, you
watch
better.
it?
Should
Watch
we
it.
do?
I haven't
recorded.
Okay.
Yeah, Dub, do you have the
Sure.
thing? Go ahead, run the thing if you
I
find
can
it.
do it. Yeah.
No, not perfect.
Just to.
Oh, do you want me to run it? You guys can't even.
No,
Run it.
Dub.
Okay, so you have it. You need to watch and read the book after you watch it. It's pretty damn close.
The book by James. What's his name?
Yeah, the old book. Yeah.
I've read that one. Okay, so it's based off of that. I didn't know if it was based off of it or not.
No, yeah, it's like 100%.
Like
It's like
saying
almost.
original
Yeah.
story, and I'm like, is it really? Okay.
Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty damn close. It's pretty damn close. I mean, he doesn't give like the. I don't want to ruin it, but
It doesn't get into the nitty.
you know what happened? Yeah, they don't get into like all the like exact things. Like a lot more in
Okay.
his book is kind of like
The book
he
is
gives the
Definitely-
harshness. It's a
I've
lot
never read the
harsher.
book, but from Marco's explanation, it doesn't dive as deep into the specifics
Yeah.
of how bad some people were treated and such things.
okay.
However,
Well, I
this
mean,
show
okay, so
was absolutely phenomenal.
you know how they like started cooking
Show
all
was
the
great.
people and the body parts start falling off and shit.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get into that part of it.
Yeah,
And
they
like,
only took one
all
person.
right.
well,
okay.
but not like no, they didn't.
Not like
yeah,
that.
but they didn't like yeah. And then like how
Gotcha.
they
It's
treated.
not
Yeah.
fully spelled out like that. That makes sense.
Maybe
Yeah.
not, but dude, the dude straight up pissed on him in the one episode, though, which is still kind of harsh on it.
Yeah, but they did that. Yeah, originally. Yeah.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not something you
I never
normally
read
see
the
on regular
book. I never
television.
saw the original show. This was probably
It was
the best
pretty. It was
show
pretty
I've
damn
seen
close.
in
Yeah, it was
years.
good. They did a
Definitely
good
my
job.
top show of the year, and I don't know how it's going to get beaten by the end of the year.
So, do you know anything about what's going on in X-Men 97 right now, or 92? What is it? Is it 97?
97.
Like, do you know that there's a storyline that they're playing into?
The most recent one with the reveal of what's that?
Oh wait,
villain's
hold on
name?
one second. Just
Spoiler.
to let everyone know, 5-second warning. There will be spoilers for X-Men 97. So if you haven't seen it,
Yeah.
you're gonna get some spoilers.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, go ahead.
No,
Do
we're
you
doing
have
it.
this? Do you have the
Spoiler!
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Warning! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Spoiler alert.
Oh my god.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
I forget
whatever
There,
happened? Whatever
That's
happened?
awesome.
Pam. What Pam and all her coke? Whatever happened to her? What a lady that one was.
Mm.
So do you know? Do you know who the character is? Like, do you know the history of like? Do you know any of that? Like,
Yeah.
Cassian and stuff. Yeah. Okay. So from
Yeah.
Master
Yeah. I did. I had to dig up some reading on it, like literally, like over the last day and a half.
and then like
feel free to entertain more. I didn't know they were going to go into that. I'm surprised they went to life death. At
Yeah, Life Death
they
was an odd
covered
choice.
storyline.
that was a really odd choice. Yeah. What'd
Yeah,
you
like
think
I'm
of it?
glad they did it because I
Really?
because it's a storyline that I didn't think I'd ever see like outside of the comics. It was very 1980s, very Chris Claremont.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't expect to see it. So the fact that they did it and it wasn't totally horrible,
You really like the Ford short shorts, didn't you?
Part 2 was a waste, huh?
No, he imagined himself
Ford,
being
short shorts.
No, he imagined himself being forging.
Oh, I mean, I can show. Let me show you. I'm just kidding.
No.
It's after hours, right? Like,
no, this ain't Twitch, and this.
Let me take out my background. One second. I'll show you where it's really at. Let me show you the nun. Okay, here we go.
No.
For shorts.
No.
I'm just kidding.
No, but like what's so I thought,
oh, there it is.
So I thought they were just gonna drag out extinction thing.
I'll
And
get
they're
what
not.
they really want.
They're going into like it's a wild story that they're about to cover here in the last three episodes.
Yeah.
Like humans turning into like cyborg fucking death machines and like.
Yeah, that was cool though. Also, Rogue going off. Like, it's kind of your fault, Rogue.
No, it isn't.
Some things be deeper than skin. She didn't realize that. She literally hit it for a magnetic booty call. Like I'm saying, you had it like literally. You got Gambit gone. Well, as we know, under the impression that she chose Magneto over him, and honestly, she only chose Magneto because she could bang him. That's basically what I got from it.
No, she chose Magneto.
Oh yeah, no, hey now.
They had a connection to begin with, but she definitely stressed because he said some things be deeper than skin. She was like, "Well, basically, not really." Like get out of here, man.
Yeah, you don't like banging.
I do, but that can't be the only thing in a relationship. Like,
no, sometimes you gotta just.
Well, here, listen, BK, you will meet a woman, and when you do, it cannot. Well, no, actually, you won't. Don't worry about it. But for most people, it won't be the only thing in a relationship. There has to be more.
That I can't.
We are.
How old are you?
Reality?
Yeah, I mean, like,
I'm 29.
Okay, at that time I already got married, so I got nothing to say. I ain't got nothing to say that because I got married at that time. So, yep, you're right.
Well, I do. I'll tell you. Well, I'll tell you guys.
No, it's all right. That's all right. I'm just saying. I can understand her POV for that. She couldn't fulfill a portion of the relationship, so she needed to. And then I get that. That don't mean she wants him to be her baby daddy or whatever. But whatever. But how does that have to do with anything with the part that's about to get?
Yeah, it was 2 episodes ago now.
Yeah, no, I know. Going back though, I mean, yeah, you're right. It's gonna be a big. I don't know. It should be a big. I don't know. That's a lot to wrap up in 3 episodes. But
so when you saw Task go out the window, he turned into something which they use later on, like that whole OZT thing. Like
what, Prime Sentinel?
Yeah, it was Prime Sentinel. Yeah, which is fucked up. Like he just planted that into people, and then they just turned into like
cyborg zombies.
Killing machines.
Yeah, that was dope though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it was cool as hell.
Yeah,
but like,
to be fair, they're kind of Omax.
Yeah, maybe Omax. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but I mean, the zero tolerance policy is like, I'm actually surprised they did it. I'm surprised they did the zero tolerance policy. Like, I'm surprised that's what's really like. No tolerance for extinction. They're going hard. Yeah, they're not doing it.
To be fair, for the few of you that are stuck around this late, that's what we're talking about. What's OZT? Marco's telling you what OZT is.
Oh yeah. So like, I mean, it's a very touchy.
It's Operation Zero Tolerance. I'll get into Operation Zero Tolerance.
Yeah, tomorrow he'll cover them. But like that, I mean, that whole thing is wild, and like it's wild that they're doing it. It's wild that I'm okay with it, but. When you already have Task turning into the Sentinel Primes, Trask turned into Sentinel Prime.
Yeah,
and definitely when they had the scene where Rogue threw him, I was like, "Fuck you, buddy!" Like, all right, get ready because the next if that's how they're starting out the zero tolerance storyline, like, buckle up.
It's about to get
buckle up.
Well, yeah. I mean, I know it's something you would see normally in like a movie, but considering this is a cartoon that we watch on Disney Plus, where we watch Bastian basically suffocate my man in his bed.
Oh yeah,
quietly and just like.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah,
did we even see him yet? We didn't even see who he was.
And the Sinister Part 2. Oh, the Sinister Part 2. Oh my god, where he's like,
yeah,
your dude.
Sinister's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That was wild. I've loved this series so much.
They've done such a good job.
Like, they've done such a good job. And they've like definitely made it unpredictable. Although, like, seeing Magneto, I wasn't a fan of that.
Seeing what?
I wasn't a fan of seeing that Magneto survived.
Oh no, dude, it's creepy. Like,
What do you mean?
Yeah, well, it's nothing. I'm not gonna tell you, but it's like the whole thing.
I heard there was something referenced in the comics, but I can't say I've read that one, so I don't know what he was.
So like when he's saying that whole thing about like the obedience thing, like I use it to open up the skin for I'm telling you, like the next couple episodes.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
I mean, you tell the story. If it doesn't go the way that you think it will, tell me like what really happened now.
No. What I'm saying is like I think because of that line too. Like if you thought this episode was dark, just wait, because like
we got a little more room to get.
How that stuff starts playing out there is like not like I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's it's good. I think you're gonna enjoy the rest of it. I think you will. And that right. I'm just saying like for them to put it into 3 parts, like they're not just gonna we're
not gonna breeze through it.
Yeah, like that they kind of breeze through it, which is
let it breathe, kind of give it.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't have
3 episodes. They can pace it out where you can arc it out like a movie. Is what I feel like they're doing.
Well, technically, this is part 1. I mean, so like then you get 2 and 3. Yeah, the lotion.
This isn't even part 1. This is like the teaser leading into it.
I know, but that's how they're but it's good. It is very good, I thought.
Lotion. It puts the lotion in the basket.
That's kind of what it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that type of thing. And he's like, I'm glad to have you. Like, okay. It's creepy, dude. It is creepy. I will tell you that like him as Bastian on X-Force was kind of dope too. And I really liked when they gave him all the wing, like wait till he gets the I think they're gonna transform him too. I think we're gonna get like full blown like Archangel wing, like rip him out like that. I think we're gonna get that.
Oh wow!
So, I think we'll see.
I mean, he did survive Archangel.
Well, yeah, we'll just see. We'll see what happens. But I think I think we might get a different version of him in the end, which would be kind of cool.
We skip over the Austin stuff though when we get to that.
What? Yeah, I mean that's kind of how the
I'm just not looking forward to it. Yeah, right now we're in. We seem to have jumped.
We have.
You know what I mean? Like, because we talking the life death stuff. You're in the 180s, and then it looked like we were doing it when we did Inferno. You're in the 240s. We bypassed all the Australia stuff. Basically, we dipped in a little bit with the Shi'ar stuff.
Which why they showed it on the TV again? So I mean, like, I kind of get what they're gonna try to do there, which is cool because we're
like in 330 now. Like we're
no, but it's gonna go. We're gonna go back.
Hopefully, we go back a little.
We're at like 333.
Well, like I'm not looking forward to getting to, like I said, issue 400 and Stacy X and the.
I think they're gonna jump over
Archangel.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go. I think they're not. I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think we're gonna get the mutant drug dealer prostitute or humping above the parents.
You've been talking about that character showing up for like months now.
It feels like we're speeding that way.
It feels like we're right there. It feels like we're right there.
Under the radar,
he knows what I'm talking about. It feels like we're right there.
Yeah, we're like the pace they're moving. Like, it's like 2 episodes away.
It wasn't Quicksilver. That was Morph. That was actually not Quicksilver. That was Morph.
Morph was Quicksilver.
Yeah.
Morph being all these different characters is annoying me. I get that's their entire shtick, but I'm like, it's just Morph.
It's just Morph.
Like when I saw Psylocke earlier, I was like, Psylocke! Oh no, it's just Morph. And why? Like what extra attributes did you get in that moment? But whatever.
I don't understand what Quicksilver would have done anyways.
Honestly, well, that's the thing. Like, but I don't understand what he did in that moment anyway. Like, I just don't understand.
Ran really fast into punch. Like,
that's what I mean. Like, I don't understand Morph turning into these characters just feels like fan service to get those characters in. Yes. Every time he's used a character, I've not actually seen why that character was used, other than to go, there's that character.
Dude, what if he used Mimic though?
I mean, but he won't, because that would be someone actually valuable.
Like
that's the thing.
He's super strong.
Like all these people that just aren't actually useful, but just like, like that's a person that we remember.
I just want to see the big.
You know who would have been useful there?
Wings.
You know who would have been useful? Multiple Man. If they would have used what's his name?
Again, I will never see it.
Well, Madrox is too busy being a goddamn backup dancer in the middle of Genosha.
Yeah, right.
Vendors.
Yeah. Well, that was about as wild as like. Did you see all the people? There were so many F-rate X-Men in that fucking camp. Holy shit.
But I like that kind of stuff. I do.
It was fun. I need to go watch it.
I like that stuff.
The diet soda is always in stock. The diet soda is always in stock. I don't get what that is though.
I don't know what that means.
I think that was just that was their secret entrance that nobody ever picks that soda, and that's how you get in.
Yeah. Because it's always in stock. Yeah.
Exactly.
I think it would have been funnier if they said, "Why don't you gentlemen have a Pepsi?" But I
Obviously
guess
couldn't do that,
they would have
but-
to pay for that.
Mhm.
Yeah. But what if they said, "Why don't you guys have a Big K?"
What?
Big K, isn't that the Kmart brand of pop that they used to have?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's a Walmart or something.
Kroger brand.
Was it
Kroger.
Kroger now?
Yeah.
Kroger.
No,
Yeah,
well,
they're
because
not
the
Kroger.
Pepsi
I
line
think
from spies
Supers.
like us. That's why I think they should have used it.
Oh,
Oh boy.
no, we got that part, man. I thought it was from something else besides that.
No, I didn't watch the episodes. That's why.
Oh.
Let's talk about Christ on Infinite Earth. So what do you think about that?
I
Any
don't. I
theories?
didn't watch it yet. Is it that
I didn't
bad?
watch it yet.
Corbin, is it that bad?
Yeah.
Like how bad?
Like Protect the Antimatter Tower is half the movie, and fighting these hordes of it's just it's dry. There's no stakes. They don't understand who their main character is. Are we focusing on Batman? Are we focusing on Superman? Like, oh, Batman Beyond was in there. That was cool. Like it was just dumb.
Funny, man.
And like, I guess if you're interested in part 3, because there is a part 3, is technically the last time we'll hear Kevin Conroy with Mark Hamill, because they're both gonna have like a scene or something in that one. So like that's cool. But honestly, and it also ends this initial like reboot of the DC animated universe, like this like movies.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I thought it was a complete waste of my time. In the animation style, which I was already kind of weird about to begin with, I think it looks really good if it was like static images. But when it comes to translating action, no.
That's kind of what I had. Well, not like that.
That's what I thought X-Men was going to be like. But they have done a really good job in certain areas of translating it. You know, whether it's the use of color, whatever the case may be, of translating the animation to actually look pretty decent. Like it still doesn't look as smooth as I may want to remember the old one being, but it's nice. Whereas like this DC one felt very stiff.
Yeah, the old version was not smooth at all. Not smooth at all.
Well, I went back and looked back, and that's what I said as I remember it being. I looked back and it was not. I watched the
I know you know what I'm doing.
But that's why I had a problem with. I didn't mention this during the Transformer trailer, but like I really just can't stand the way they do that animation for that either. Like there's something about it.
I don't know what the trend is to this type of animation. I don't even know what it's not even like hyper realistic. I don't know what it is. It's just weird, and it doesn't work well.
It's cheaper and easier for them to do.
Let me ask you this:
DC's using them for their high quality.
What was the last DC animated project that you did enjoy?
Feels like it's been a while.
Yeah, I mean, I would say. All right, let's go through the deep. What is the last movie that they?
Well, they did like. I remember the last thing that disappointed me was the Killing Joke, and I'm like, oh,
Killing Joke. The last one that disappointed me was fucking Injustice.
Did you watch Flashpoint?
I like Flashpoint. Didn't like the animation, but the storytelling was solid.
I thought that was okay. Like that was probably the highest like ranked one for me in recent years.
What about Apocalypse War?
I didn't like the anime. Like the characters were too stiff.
Yeah. The last one I gotta say I liked. I watched it in theaters actually. The Death of Superman.
One of the Green Lantern ones I liked for some reason.
Beware My Power, the recent one.
No, I think it was before that.
I like the show. Remember when they did the Green Lantern show and they were kind of like the
animated show,
The Incredibles. They're like they were built more like the Incredibles character. Yeah, and it was like
there was a comic with that one.
Yeah, they did do an adaptation comic book.
There's a Constantine I liked.
That was good.
DC, it seems like for DC because everybody kept saying how great it was, and I think it was Corbin. I think
didn't they break up year one?
The animated series.
Like remember, you started telling me you're like you need to go back and watch the animated stuff. I was like,
yeah,
all right.
We're talking about the Bruce Timm, like from 1992 to 2005, like Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond, like even the Zeta.
Yeah, that stuff was all good, but even some of the movies they did weren't that.
Well,
bad.
all those movies during that time, you know, Mask of the Phantasm, right? Like I'll even watch some.
I'm saying later though, like the what did they do the Batman Superman stuff, like the
that was all I'm saying is I started watching all that stuff.
That was all right. There was good adaptations of those stories.
Well, that was in 2007 is when they kicked off the DCAU animated original movies, which is the darker, more adult-like, right? And so that's when that first started. The first one was Superman Doomsday with Adam Baldwin as Superman. Anne Hesh as Lois Lane, rest in peace.
Nice.
And that one was weird, disjointed, but I liked it sort of. Again, the animation was weird. Then was Justice League: The New Frontier. Then you had Batman
New
Gotham
Frontier
Knight.
wasn't bad. That had
No,
Philly
New
in it.
Frontier was nice. I like Jeremy Sisto as Batman. Gotham Knight was that one based off of the Dark Knight movie. But Kevin Conroy is Batman. That was interesting. The animation was weird again on that too. Wonder Woman, who even remembers that movie? Then you had that Green Lantern movie. Christopher Maloney was Green Lantern.
Oh, that's right, Maloney.
Yep. And then you had Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, Batman Under the Red Hood. That was my favorite of that time.
Oh, that was what do you call
Neil Patrick Harris, Bruce Green. Yeah, Jensen. Well, he was Red Hood.
Jensen Ackles was with Red Hood. That was pretty
such a good job.
Pretty good casting.
Yeah, and then All Star Superman was there. I like Batman: The Dark Knight Returns.
Nope.
I thought they were pretty good considering what they were. Although I wish Kevin Conroy just voiced Batman and not RoboCop, Peter Weller. Mm-hmm. But again, they've had some hits here and there, but they've also had a bunch of misses. Like you said, Son of Batman was solid, but then you had Batman Assault on Arkham, which was really just a ripoff of the games and not a very good version of it, right? I don't know, Justice League Gods and Monsters, Batman Bad Blood. I will give it this. There was continuity there. It kind of built one thing after the other, and I like the fact they did that. Even while they changed animation styles, you had, by the time they did the final movie, Justice League, what is it called? Apocalypse War, Justice League Dark Apocalypse War.
Yeah.
It was featuring callbacks from earlier movies, right? I did enjoy that. But other than that, yeah, I agree. It was, Batman Hush, what the hell was that? Remember that where Hush was the Riddler who had brain cancer or something? Hush didn't exist. So remember in Hush in the comics, there was a part where he was dead, quote unquote, like the Joker killed him and he was dead, but it turned out that he wasn't. Tommy Elliott or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Well, in the comics, he was dead in that, but he really wasn't. In the movie, he was dead from that. And the Hush guy was actually the Riddler, who had not seen it all in any of these movies, who realized that he was dying of brain cancer and decided to become a different villain. It was so stupid. And
so they tried to do the Mysterio Daredevil run.
You just
I can't kill Spider-Man, so I said, screw it, I'm going after Daredevil.
That sort of thing. But I'm also going to remake myself and be a different villain. And, that's not going to work. And it was just so stupid, man. Yeah. But, yeah, that was a nice little walk down memory lane. Thank y'all. Yeah, ultimately, DC, the animated series movies have just been kind of hit or miss since I would say the Bruce Timm stuff. And
thanks a lot. I wasted a lot of hours watching the bullshit that was a waste of time that you just told us now. Because before
no, you just misheard me. What I told you to watch would have been good. You just watched, remember, you just watched movies that weren't good. But if you listened to me, I said between 1992 and 2005 were five.
I don't know.
Minus Batman, Sub-Zero, and I think the Batman.
You have to start minusing. I'm not trying to.
Okay, whatever. If you watch them, maybe they would still be better than the last Marvel movie you watched. Okay, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I think DCAU is just kind of falling off, and I feel bad about it. But
the Captain Marvel, was that the last Marvel movie?
Yeah. So maybe I am right. Maybe that would be better than the last Marvel movie watched. Which I don't know. I feel like Captain Marvel got a bad, the Marvel's got a bad rap. I watched it. It was your normal bad.
It was your bad rap, but at the same time, they did do some dumb shit.
Yeah. John asked anyone Gotham, the show with Batman as a kid. That was so stupid. It was actually really good. Remember Gotham? The Marvel, not the Marvel, Fox did.
Yeah, didn't it do 2 seasons or something? 3 seasons?
Yeah, they did 7.
Yeah, they went a lot. It went longer. I don't know how many it did.
You got a whole universe of storylines. I thought they went too long, actually.
I like Long coming in as
Doctor Strange and Hugo Strange, and Doctor Strange. You had so many it was such a mythos of the.
But that's what they did with what they did with the Arrowverse in the work. So.
Well, yeah, and then. Well, yeah, but it was.
And to be fair, I liked Gotham. They had a couple of missteps where they kind of they took too much time doing the Fish Mooney stuff, and it's just all right. They could have sped through some storylines.
Yeah.
But all in all, I did enjoy Gotham.
What is the best comic TV shows that we've had in the last couple of years?
Live action or animated?
Both.
Well,
you start live action if we're talking live action, because I know, the Arrowverse finished and. Good goodness. I was the biggest Batwoman fan until midway through season 1.
I like the Arrowverse for the first couple of seasons.
Yeah, I like the early Arrowverse stuff, especially when they first started tying in with Flash. Those two, they seem to go well together. and then it started to get a bit of a stretch when they started tying in Supergirl, and then it's like, well, who else can we throw in here? I always enjoyed the time traveling one. That was just kind of wonky, kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
The one with Rip Hunter and Legends of Tomorrow.
But I like it. That was like 2 seasons, nonsense. And then I gave up on it.
It was like Silver Age silliness. That stuff wasn't bad.
I mean, if you're talking just DC, or you're talking overall,
I would say overall.
I mean, the Loki stuff's been good.
Yeah,
I didn't find She-Hulk as bad as
everybody else. But I mean, when I meant TV, I meant like not streaming.
Yeah, and that's where it gets a little tricky.
Because that's when streaming, we got a few we can go to.
Because Marvel does everything streaming
before they
apart from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which hit and miss
which
a lot of the way. I liked some of it, but there were some bad seasons in there.
I still watched it all.
And the Inhumans were god awful.
By the way, if anyone
want
to watch Batwoman, you know I'm going to pay for it. It's free on Tubi.
What?
Do I have Tubi?
Tubi's free, so yeah. It went from like it's so bad it's free.
I watch Top Gear on Tubi. I like watching the old Top Gear episodes on Tubi.
Batwoman honestly had so much potential. I just feel, and I hate to say this, and this is
couldn't get into it.
Opinion. Well, it ended up catering to all of the fans.
Yeah, there you go.
I wasn't gonna say crazy. Yeah, all the fans, and I hate to say it because I'm somebody who pretty much like, listen to fans, do what you want. I don't mind any messaging as long as the storytelling isn't.
Yeah, like, but I know you said like streaming's off the table, but I'm thinking of even things people love. Like I know a lot of people love like The Boys, which I enjoyed at first.
That's not true.
But then I don't know. I've completely lost interest. I don't care about the new season coming. I'm just bored. I'm done. Like I don't care anymore. But it's kind of the same thing happened when I was reading the comic. By the time I got near the end, like I just kept buying it, but I wasn't reading it. I'm like,
I still think Umbrella Academy is good.
Umbrella Academy, Invincible, but those are streaming. So
yeah,
Umbrella Academy isn't streaming, is it?
Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Dead Boy Detective starts on Amazon today. I think.
Right? Yeah, it started. I think. I don't have Netflix right now, so I'm not watching anything on Netflix. Sandman, but also
I still got to finish.
Sandman was good, yeah, but that's Netflix too.
Yeah, but that's Netflix as well. So Sandman, I think is the best.
Yeah, when you get out of streaming, it's tough to say because it's pretty much all DC stuff. Because that's
what I was saying. Exactly, it's difficult.
Yeah, Sandman was good. All the DC stuff, Sandman was
even like you get to Preacher, like Preacher, it got better. But the first season, I didn't care for. I'm like, what are these stupid ass stories? They're wasting my time.
But that's kind of, like when they did Runaways, they put it on Freeform or whatever.
Yeah,
they put it on for one, but for two, like it started to get there, and then they like backed off.
Cloak and Dagger.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, I remember that. Yes,
that was on one of those kind of things.
Yeah, Freeform as well.
They did, but they really made it like no offense with Cloak and Dagger. You have to stereotype the kids as like the rich girl or whatever that goes broke and then they do drugs, like become street drug. And they didn't do that. Like you can't sugarcoat that type of shit. Like if you're going to make it.
Yeah. It was a product of the time of what it was.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He says you like Cloak and Dagger.
Oh yeah. Well, Bixby Ferrigno. I mean, sure.
It's all right.
Earlier he said it was the best Marvel show.
I try to watch it now though.
I guess if you're saying as a TV show, because there wasn't a lot of TV shows.
Yeah.
So
I'm still trying to figure out what my favorite would be.
Tough, huh?
Yeah, non-streaming, it's really hard because I didn't watch any of that DC.
I liked Agent Carter. Then they got rid of that too soon.
I did like Agent Carter.
I liked Agent Carter. I liked the time, like the time period it was in. Like I liked the kind of hokiness of it.
Yeah, I did too. I did like that. I didn't watch it till after. When I was able to stream it all, but I did like it.
Why haven't we mentioned Superman and Lois?
Because I haven't watched Superman and Lois.
Wow.
I heard it was good. I don't know. The CW wore me out.
Oh, that's okay. I haven't seen that.
Yeah. But it's I mean, what, the final season is coming?
I think so, yeah. But the first two seasons I thought were so solid.
Yeah, my buddy at work, he told me it was really good. And I'm like, I'll get to it one of these days. I just wasn't into it.
Well, if we're talking anything, and it has to be on TV, though, it was X-Men. X-Men, the animated series, the first one. Best by far.
The Tick was pretty good.
Yeah, the Tick was way better than that. Tick was amazing.
The originals,
Yeah.
the original cartoon
cartoon.
and the original live action, not the streaming live action, but the
Yeah.
Patrick Warburton.
Hype Man
one.
West.
Batman. Well, both of those were very good.
So good.
Here's some good ones.
Yeah, Tick was so funny. Like it was so funny on so many levels that you watch.
You know what's wild is I really think like everybody now like it seems I mean it's probably always been this way, but I think the internet kind of amplifies it. It's easy for people just to shit on stuff, and like that becomes the norm. It's just people shitting on stuff all the time. And then when you look back at it, you're just like, you know what, dude? Like it's not bad as people think it was.
Some of it though was kind of bad. Like, do you remember the John Wesley ship flash from the 90s when he's wearing that muscle suit running around?
Yeah, stupid. Yeah.
That was dumb. Like, that was not good.
Yeah.
That was a poor decision on their part.
Yeah. Space Ghost Coast to Coast, although it really wasn't based on the comic, but that was pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
The Macho Man episode, so good.
How was I watching the other day? And I was like, man, I forgot how good this was. Some of my kids had something on. It was something that aired, I think, and then it ended up on Netflix or or Disney Plus or something. I watched it. I was like, "Yeah, dude, this wasn't bad." And then started watching it. Like, oh.
Starring me, I'm back.
Yeah, good stuff. Anything else you got, Corbin?
That's all I got. I
Living
think
the dream?
it's a fun little,
Living the dream.
Living the dream, just hanging out. Next time, hopefully, we'll be here early to talk more comic books.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we got past that stuff pretty early.
Yeah. But
Well, not pretty early.
that,
It's a while ago.
yeah, that's what I hate about working late some of these days. Is like, darn, I miss it. But aside from that, no, that was it. I'm glad. I like this little after-hour segment. As long as we have the energy for it, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I was all ready to do an NFL mock draft if we had nothing to do. But
yeah, no.
I know JJ's been waiting all night for it.
I hope we trade our pick, dude.
The 29th.
It's the worst. JJ's out of his shit. This is the worst. Yes, it is. No, it is.
I don't think so. I think there's going to be some.
The best corner broke their leg. Is going to be the second overall corner pick.
There's a lot of positions. Yeah, there ain't shit. You're screwed if that's.
Yeah, if you need a guard, if you need a right tackle or a guard, this is the draft for you. Bro.
Yeah, well, that's what the Jets need. We need offensive line help. We'll take anything they
No,
got.
no. You're not getting Pro Bowl left tackles because
No. I know
the guys that are coming out are 35 years old. If you aren't good enough to start in college till you're 35, guess what? You're not good enough to play in the NFL. Sorry, dude.
I still think I like the top 3 wide receivers, and I do like that tight end.
So 3 wide receivers.
I'm picking the Jets pick 10, so we have a chance at getting.
No. I'm saying overall. Okay, you're looking at what you can get. I'm saying overall, this draft is trash. Like the overall talent pool in the draft. This is actually, you should call this the COVID trash draft because this is what's happened. A lot of guys that are coming out this year and are in the draft are dudes, and you're like, wait a minute, how's a 24-year-old getting drafted? And they took the redshirt year, they took the COVID year, then they get the extra push year.
Yeah.
That's 3 there, then 4 on top of that. So it's 7 years. And so like a lot of those positions, like you look at these guys like First off, Marvin Harrison Jr.
You guys drafted last year was like 25, 26. Your quarterback. Hooker?
Quarterback? Hooker?
Yeah,
the guy we're putting a waiver on that we took in the 6th round.
Yeah, it was later round, but I'm saying, he was an older
and that's
dude.
a good 6th round pick. But even let's be honest, the draft last year wasn't exactly the greatest draft of all time. The talent in there wasn't as like the year before that. That draft is, that's a once in every 20-year draft. Like that draft was talented as shit. This last draft last year, like why the Lions did so well is because they actually, instead of buying hype, wait, we can go get the top person at their position. So they went out there, got the top middle linebacker with Jack Hamill. They went out there and got the top flex corner with Branch. And then they went out and got the top tight end. And they said, fuck the whole rest of the draft. And everybody made fun of them. And then guess what happened? All those draft picks, all the rest of the draft
why
picks.
you did that?
Huh.
It's because you did exactly what the Jets did again the year before.
No, it's because it sucked.
You said like 2 years ago. The year before, the Jets got the top corner when they drafted Sauce. And then they had the 10th pick. They got Garrett Wilson, probably the top wide receiver of that draft. They also grabbed one of the top defensive ends, Jermaine Johnson, and they got the top running back. With,
but the draft you're talking about, you couldn't miss on that. I mean, there's
a lot of other teams missed, but the Jets somehow managed to do well.
Detroit didn't miss that. There's a lot of people that didn't miss in that draft. There's a lot of talented dudes in that draft. The Eagles didn't miss in that fucking draft. Baltimore didn't miss in that fucking draft.
Who did they take?
Dean, they took with their second pick, I think, or in the end of the first round, didn't they?
Yeah, but he hasn't really played.
You
know what's funny about Nakobe Dean? I just signed up my son to do a little camp with him.
Really?
June, like he has like a little football camp. It's free, and he's like, "Oh, you just got to sign up." I'm like, "All right." He's like, "Buddy, you want to do it?" He's like, "Oh, I can see Eagles." I'm like, "Well, you'll see at least Nakobe Dean,
at least one."
It's like there'll be at least one. So,
I mean, what quarterback do you like? I know everybody's talking.
All the quarterbacks suck.
They all are garbage.
There hasn't been a good quarterback in a few years now.
Yeah, I mean that quarterback room is like. I think you could take Penix.
Stroud ended up being good last year. He had a good season.
Well, yeah,
he wasn't bad. Yeah.
No, Stroud was good. I'll say he was good, but outside of that,
yeah, that's the only one.
You can't. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they're better. If you're trading up, you're going to be fired.
Minnesota's going to trade up. That's what I think.
They just got some. Didn't they just do a big trade? Did I hear they just did while we were on the.
Oh, then I don't know. I didn't read it.
Oh, that I don't know.
Hold on.
Let me tell your boys re-signed your left tackle.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, dude. I got a friend who's so freaking stupid. He's like, trade him for I can't remember who said it. I said, are you stupid? School? He's literally the top grade tackle. Like top grade for 3 years. Like you don't trade.
I'll give you whatever you want. What do you want for?
Yeah, right.
You want the 10th pick? You guys can have the 10th pick. I'll take him off.
He said breaking news, Trey Hendrickson, 3-time Pro Bowler, requested a trade from Cincinnati. He and his
Cincinnati, yeah.
Trade Sewell for him immediately. I'm like, are you an idiot? I go, no. First off, one of our fatty goes like, no, can do, bro. I go, yeah, fuck no. I go, hey, dude, thank God the Lions do opposite of what Stanky does, because like we'd be garbage. That's what we did before that. They would take good players like Slay and go like,
get rid of him. Yeah.
Oh, he's great. Let's get rid of him. Like, what are you talking about? Dude, and
this doesn't draft anybody.
And part of it, this too, and I've said this before when we talk about football and stuff, and like these flexible flex players now. So you're seeing like St. Brown getting paid. There's like, oh, he's getting paid wide receiver 1 money. No, that's the best position right now. Cooper Kupp, that flex run, right? You want to call it
he is their number one option. Is he not?
Right. So that would be a number one. It doesn't matter that you're not X. The X spot, you're the number one option. You get paid.
He's the number one option. I love St. Brown.
Dude, I'll tell you, Debo, like one of the reasons why you see some of his productivity is left is because they effed around. They effed around with him. You shouldn't have effed around with that dude. He was your number one option. Pay him like number one option. Dude, just do it. You don't not pay number ones. So yeah, our tackle's number one. We got him. That was drafted through this group. We got St. Brown drafted through this group too. You know, they keep going after these guys that are pretty good. I will tell you, I was disappointed that we didn't pick up Hamilton. And I'm disappointed in Hutchinson. Because at this point, Hutchinson should be able to do more than one effing move. And by the way, please stop playing him on the outside, play him on the inside. Because his one move is very good inside. Very good.
Well, the problem is defensive ends aren't what they used to be. There is no more one guy. It's just waves of talent. You just need to
football podcast.
It doesn't make sense to spend a lot.
Do you watch football at all, Corbin, or no?
A little bit. I'm more of a, as you know, a basketball guy. I watch enough football to like actually tune this conversation. But like I'm impressed with the depth that y'all are going into it on this.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to get me started on basketball because I'll lose my.
I'm a Laker fan right now, and the way we lost, man.
The way you lost.
What team
Did
were
you not see how the Sixers lost on Monday?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You have to see the league said. Man, we missed it. We missed 2 fouls and both timeouts, but
hold on. You guys, nobody's got it worse than us. Okay.
But what team do you root for?
Your team's just bad.
The Pistons. No, that's not why. No, that's not why it's bad for us. That's not why it's bad for us. Why it's bad for us is not only do we have not a high school team out there playing, but while we're doing that, we're getting shit on about the bad boys because for some reason we're going to rewrite history. And then we get shit on for the Malice and Palace. And now all of a sudden we got fucking Meta World Peace is supposed to be some fucking Zen dude who wasn't doing shit. Steven Jackson is everybody's fucking unk all of a sudden, even though, like, yo, my man, like, let's be real. You matured. I'm glad you matured as a human being, but you were that guy back then, dude. Right? Yeah. You were. There was no joke. You know what I'm saying? That's it. And now all of a sudden it's like, oh, Ben Wallace is a bad. Ben Wallace is not a bad guy. I've met this man.
I always like Ben Wallace.
Yeah, I mean, and what they the way that the bad boys too about Isaiah walking off the court when they literally got the Celtics doing the exact same thing, the Lakers doing the exact, literally all the time, and nobody goes, hey, you know what? Jordan might have been a whiny bitch that they had to change the rules around so he could get a championship. Nobody will ever say that, but that's the truth. And plus, not to mention,
you're kind of your guys.
You're kind of a shitbag because you let your son fuck your right hand man's wife too. By the way, kind of a shitbag for that.
The one Piston who always bothered me was Rip Hamilton. He's just a hate the face dude. I just did not.
I loved his dribble when he was shot.
Yeah, the foul shot. Bun.
Oh yeah.
3, jump. For every foul shot. 1, 2, 3.
Team. That team was filled with nice dudes. Like it really was. Like
I know it was just one of those guys.
Mean, like all of them, like Prince.
He wasn't on my team, so I didn't like him.
And it was. And by the way, that team was a bunch of throwaways. Remember, that's how we got him. It was a bunch of throwaways. Yeah. People hated Rasheed Wallace too. He turned into a good guy. But instead of us being like, now that team is like a bad team too. Like they took shots at us in that fucking whatever that piece of shit Michael Jordan fucking wannabe documentary was. And then after they did that, they came back and go, okay, well, everybody likes to shit on the Pistons. So you know what we're going to do next? We're going to fucking shit on the other Pistons and do the math and rewrite the Malice in the Palace. By the way, the guys that got knocked out, the shitbags that say they're Detroit fans from West Bloomfield that got punched in the fucking head, the guy that owns a Cellfair repair store or whatever pyramid scheme he's doing, those guys deserve to get knocked the fuck out. Deserved it. The guy throwing the beer deserved to fucking go to jail for throwing the beer. I don't think anybody argued that. What I do have a problem with, though, is you jumped in the stands and hit some fucking kid, okay, who had nothing to do with it. And they're like, well, you know, somebody threw a beer on. Just because somebody throws a beer on me doesn't mean you get to jump.
I hit whoever
in the stands and hit the dorkiest looking kid that's going, I didn't do anything. And you just clock some random motherfucker, right? And number two, what they'll never say too, and people, because wasn't it Steven Jackson who it was either him or who was the other guy that jumped in there? But Ben Wallace's brother was in the stands at that point.
Artest.
But besides Ron Artest.
Artest was straight up in there. But
with Jackson, Ron Artest, and who was the third guy?
Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal got stomped out. Mm-hmm. And who Jermaine O'Neal got stomped out was by Ben Wallace's brother. And people don't know, too, that during that, because they blame it all on Ben, but they forget Ben's mom, like, died that day. Like, for all the, like, we need to protect Ron Artest. Like, my man's mom just died. Y'all are talking shit. You're elbowing and hacking the shit out of him. You're doing all this bullshit. And then, like, no, Ron Artest's therapist told him that he needs to evacuate himself for situations. And, man, if he's that fucked up in the head, he doesn't need to be. He needs, and I'm not knocking the man. Go get him help. Then he shouldn't be on a court. But, like, what you're not going to do is try to rewrite this like you're the 3 fucking Charlie's Angels saving the fucking world. When, dude, you punched a 4'6" Pete in the face for no goddamn reason.
4'6".
Because 4'7", sorry. 4'7" fucking Pete telling you he didn't do shit for no fucking reason because you thought it's just cool. I'm going to punch the first motherfucker I see and to say it wasn't your fault. And then number 2, never bring up the fact that you guys were smacking a guy whose mom just died in the back of the head. So we're not going to say anything about that, but we're going to do a documentary saying y'all are cool, right? That's what we're going to do now. That's what we're going to do. Okay. That's why Detroit's got no worse than anybody. Joke is sweet, by the way.
That was, to be fair, it was like 20-something years ago. Y'all been ass for like 10 years now. Like, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I mean, Davison died, and then that was just, it's fucked. We're fucked up.
I mean,
ain't what you hoped he would be.
No, we knew we were in trouble after Davison died. Like, we knew that. We knew what was going to happen. Huh?
100%.
Yeah, we all knew that. That shit out here don't surprise us. Like, we expected this asswoman to come. What we didn't expect is when we're down, a bunch of dickless wonders trying to piss on top of us. That's what we do not like. Okay, like, first off, fuck you, Michael Jordan. You're a bitch. So's your whole ass team. You need a bunch of Pistons to win. And by the way, then what he does is he literally gets Rodman and Sally there, and Buddha, by the way, and then proceeds to go like, well, I guess, I mean, I didn't really like Rodman. Like, what are you talking about? Without Rodman, you ain't winning championships, son.
Well, he did win 3 before Rodman.
Yeah, when they changed the rules. But he wouldn't have come. When he came back, if he didn't get Rodman, their team.
Oh yeah. They weren't winning.
And your boy Shaq too. Your boy Shaq can eat one also. Don't disrespect my man Rodman, okay? Don't disrespect my man Rodman. He has gone through a lot of hell. We obviously know he's not mentally stable. We have tried to help him before here. This town has, as a whole, including Chuck Daly. And then all you did was you played for a coach to help you win a championship. You put that man on that team. Phil Jackson's a scumbag for what he did there. He should have never let Rodman just run effing wild like he did. You know what I mean? Get that man some help. If you want Zen my ass, Zen my ass.
Running the triangle.
I actually like Shaquille in most parts, but like he's wrong for what he's saying about Rodman right now. Like you don't do that to that man. That's not right. So
I don't know. I don't know what he's saying, but it doesn't matter. It's now 1:00. I think we've gone far enough. We've covered.
Oh yeah, we got
NFL and NBA. And
yeah, this was fun.
I don't want to think about
NBA history as well. So
yeah, we went deep into it. This is good.
Well, they try to rewrite it. You gotta tell them straight.
Oh, the Lakers play tomorrow. They got their game 3.
Lakers play tomorrow, game 3. I think our best shot will already happen, but we'll give it a shot.
I hope you lose. LeBron James is a bum too.
No, he's not. He's the greatest of all time.
Straight up bum.
Greatest of all time.
Bum. You better watch out because Joker says, "Yeah, I'm coming."
Oh, dude,
the Joker gonna get him.
No, he's the greatest of all time. His longevity, 20 years in the NBA.
No. You can't say that when you're only playing 5 games a fucking year, bro.
Load management.
No, he plays. No, he does not. And LeBron does not load manage. Look at his games. Look at the games play. You're in my wheelhouse now, y'all. Let me tell y'all.
He load manages like a motherfucker.
No, he does not. LeBron.
What are you talking about?
He used to never get injured. He just now started getting injured. Okay, over the last, let's go I'll go 20 years.
He's like 40 years old now.
Exactly. And also, here we go. Even with him being injured, 55 games with an injury at age 38. And the year before, 56 games due to injury at age 37.
How many games are in a season? 45. How many games are in a season?
82. And let me read
the
first.
Counting playoff games. You're counting playoff games, my friend.
And he plays every playoff game. First 15 years.
No. You're counting in the 55 with the playoff game.
No, I'm not. These are just regular season. That's what I'm trying to say.
So he only plays half a season, right? 50,
no. Again,
89 games.
He only started getting injured around year 16. First 15 seasons, 79, 80, 79, 78, 75, 81, 76, 79.
There's a reason why he's the all-time leading scorer.
76, 77, 69, 76, 74, 82 at age 33. Then he played 55 at age 34, 67, 35.
That's when he started managing.
56, 55. By the way, this year, 82 games, he's played 71 of them. At age 39, averaging 25 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 assists.
No.
Here's my problem with that argument.
LeBron made it to the finals more times than Jordan ever did.
My problem with that argument is
we don't talk about that.
You can't go off of he won all the ones he went to, but that just means he lost earlier in the playoffs the other year.
Hold on, though.
And also, who did he play?
Now that I just called Jordan a bum. Hey, now that I called me Jordan a bum, and it's not like Jordan had a team with Jordan, Barkley, Olajuwon on the team, but guess who has LeBron? The only time he wins. Who
was the toughest opponent?
Are we just pretending like Scottie Pippen also wasn't
John Stockton?
Scottie Pippen was a bum.
Goddamn league.
Scottie Pippen was a bum.
Who was the toughest guy that Jordan played in the finals? Please
toughest guy?
Toughest team you played in the finals. Because Golden State
Warriors
would wipe the floor with any one of them. He didn't make the finals through the bad boys.
You said Pippen almost won without Jordan. He didn't.
He did. That's true. 1994. I'm just saying.
He almost did.
Jordan is like, I don't know, the Marvel comics of comic books. Like,
I'm not. Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I'm a Jordan fan. He is probably the greatest I've seen. But I will admit the LeBron arguments
overrated winner.
They have the weight these days.
Huh?
It's the same thing with the Brady conversations. Like you're saying, who would you take? You want Joe Montana? Well, Joe Montana didn't lose the Super Bowl, but Brady lost. But that just means
I think Joe Montana all day long. Joe Montana all day long. because it doesn't matter because you could put him on every team. Tom Brady, you can't put on every team. You had to build that team. That Tampa. Let's not act like the Tampa team wasn't half New England. And then they. Oh, by the way, the only reason he went to Tampa. Who was on that defense over at Tampa Bay? You go look that up. That defense was already like number one or
the
two.
Defense was good.
Yeah, I mean, like that was it. It wasn't like Tom, dude. It wasn't like Tom Brady went and had to build a team or like had a couple of good players. He had his teams were stacked, bro. Dude, remember Deion Branch came back, dude. They were so they stacked. I don't think any more Hall of Famers, and it wasn't because of Tom Brady. I'm talking even on defense, played on that team in there. Go name all.
Longevity counts. Longevity matters. I think we're underestimating. Like Joe Montana gave you 10 good years. He was cooked when he left. Cooked, straight up cooked. We don't even talk about him playing with the Chiefs. Joe Montana.
Oh no, he wasn't. I do all the time. No, that's why I say he wasn't.
That's
because you know what he did with the Chiefs. With the Chiefs, Marcus Allen on one fucking leg, no offensive line. Who the
doesn't
fuck?
Matter.
Wide receivers. He ended up taking that bullshit team that had to make the playoffs to the playoffs.
No, he still didn't even play the same. Like, I don't care about how bad the team was. I can see if he was still performing. He was not. Like
Joe Montana
in his last year
in '94.
No, the dude fell off, man, and it's fine to say it.
Kansas City. Hold the fuck on. Where the fuck? You probably weren't born yet, so let me explain to you how this happens right here. Joe Montana. Joe Montana.
I wasn't born yet, but that doesn't matter. I don't see relevance in that.
Joe Montana goes to. I'll give you a little history lesson then, my friend, because I was around for this. So Joe Montana goes to a Kansas City team that literally had 6 Pete's starting their offensive line, had 2 Dubs as their wide receivers. All right, had a Corban with one leg playing the running back named Marcus Allen, who was 90. I think you dated. John. I think you were dating his mom. I think you were dating his mom. His mom at the time. That's what I'm telling you. That's how old that dude was. All right, and he took the team that hadn't made the playoffs. This ain't Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City. This is we never make the playoffs, Kansas City. And he took that team to the playoffs. So who are you talking about falling off? That's like LeBron James going to the Pistons tomorrow and taking them to a top 4 finish in the league and then taking them to the playoffs that way. Not a playing game, but the playoffs. So let's back up our little disrespect. Back up our disrespect on Joe Montana real quickly, all right?
I'll walk it back a little bit.
Okay, because they put him on a shit team and he still won.
Horrible playoff performer with the Kansas City Chiefs, not in general. With the Chiefs. I don't know. I just think I think, again, would you rather have... I'd rather have
one in college, one in the pros, and then went to a team that was literally the outhouse of the league and took them to the playoffs. That's called winning. I don't know what you do over there, but that's called winning.
It's better than any of them, I guess, so it's fine.
What?
It's not winning when you lose.
And Rodgers.
Kids nowadays. No respect.
Oh, boy.
I was agreeing with a lot of what you said, Corbin, until that happened.
It's a joke,
I
was kidding. No, if I'm going to be real, though, like, I think the greatest QB, and it's not going to be a liked one, my personal, like, actual, true, honest opinion, Drew Brees.
I don't know.
One of the best passing QB ever.
Meh.
Until the last year. His last year was rough.
I never wanted Drew Brees on my fantasy.
Short Marino. Well, he got to win one at least.
Yeah. Who's your before we wrap this up?
What's that?
Who's your favorite QB?
Well,
say Matt nothing. Matt Ryan.
No, if you're gonna like just talk about like
Scott Mitchell
and what? Yeah, Scott Mitchell, Andre Ware,
yeah,
Carson
Rodney
Wentz.
Peete,
Carson Wentz.
It's hard for me to go against
Cousins.
Tom Brady. I know like Joe Montana was great, Dan Marino was great, but
Roger Staubach.
I will take Tom Brady because until his last couple years, like you never bet against him.
I was in to be in a division with that goddamn guy for 20 goddamn years.
Yeah, like
that's another. No, hold on now. That's another thing. That division was weak as shit. The Jets had like
Yeah.
Dude,
Like
you haven't got-
Marco's gonna hate on Tom Brady till his dying breath because he went to Michigan.
no,
That's why he
he's
hates
overrated.
Aiden Hutchinson as well. He went to Michigan, obvious
no.
bias.
No,
So, like,
that's not true. I don't.
listen,
No, I would have
like,
loved
he
him,
will
just
never,
not at the number
ever-
3 overall pick when we could have had Kyle Hamilton at that pick. I would have taken Kyle.
It doesn't matter where they got drafted. It doesn't matter
It
who
does.
it is. It's Michigan guys. So
No, that's not true.
Aiden Hutchinson was awesome at the end of the year last year. He crushed it in the playoffs, and he still, Marco says he sucks. So
no, he plays
it
good when he's on the inside. He shouldn't be playing DE.
it doesn't
should be a
matter. He
DT.
did 11 and a half sacks last year. It was great.
Yep. He's not
Oh,
number. He's not the number 2 overall
Totally
pick.
fine with him wherever
Well,
they
he
took
was.
him.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I
That's
know,
already
but that's,
done.
I'm just saying that we overpaid on him. We shouldn't have paid. We shouldn't have done that. We shouldn't have picked him.
That's
There.
like saying we overpaid for Amon Ra. Same thing.
Because we took him in the 4th round.
No, what
Doesn't
we
matter.
paid him.
What's done is done.
That's a
If
good
I had
pick.
if I need a QB to win a
Yeah,
game
you
right
took
now,
one of the number 1 wide
picking
receivers.
Michael Vick.
Hold on. You took probably the
I would never bet a
36th
dog on him.
best DE, 36 best DE with the number 2 overall pick. You took a top 5 wide receiver with a 4th round pick. Those two things do not equal out. St. Brown is a way better pick.
No, I'm not talking about a pick. I'm talking about what we just paid him.
He's the number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah, and that's what we should be.
Right.
And I have
That's
no
all I'm
problem.
saying. So you're saying
Yeah.
I'm nothing. I'm just saying move Hutchinson, since we have him, into the DT spot because he can only bull rush. Is that's a fact, right? So like do that. That's fair. Also, we shouldn't have wasted number 2 pick on that because he's a DT that can only bull rush. Is that fair? That's a fair assessment, correct?
No.
No,
It doesn't matter. You're complaining about where you picked him. It doesn't matter. It's
Yeah, it
done.
doesn't matter. I'm totally fine with where we picked him.
Yeah, I'm not.
Point being, we're
You
done.
could've had-
It's 11-11 now. I'm tired.
could've
I want to
had
get ready for tomorrow's draft.
I don't
I
like
got a lot
Notre
to do.
Dame.
I got a
but I
Sixers
picked
game. I got a
Hamilton.
draft. I got to come
Oh,
up with
Notre
top 10 at some point too
Still
tomorrow.
pick the guy. That doesn't matter. I just want the Lions to win.
And do a dollar bin digging. I got too much work to do.
Dollar bin
I'm not
digging
working.
and top 10. Good thing you're not working, Pete.
You're just biased.
I'm not a huge Michigan fan. I'm just not a Michigan hater.
Joe Montana.
Michigan is overrated historically.
Joe Montana.
Montana.
Montaigne.
Joe
Joe
Montana.
Montana.
Montenegro.
Oh wow, BK shoot BK.
Oh boy.
That's not a true statement.
That's-
It's just not a true
Good night,
statement.
y'all. Good night, y'all. It's been
Let's
great.
go. Let's get out of here, Pete.
Obviously, someone has to go to
That
bed.
is not a true statement.
Tell your mom to talk to you. That's
If
crazy.
you're playing Tom Brady, that's who you pick, though.
That's true. Oh boy.
That's the guy you pick. With that said, we'll see you guys later at some
Yeah.
point.
Wait, really quick, Pete. Hot
Yeah.
10 Friday.
Yeah.
Make sure you watch the qualified right after that on Friday, so you get the almost.
Corbin, you can hear what Joe sounds like.
So Corbin.
Yeah.
Corbin can finally hear what Joe sounds
Shane
like.
on egg sandwich.
Get the outside looking in right after, and then Saturday night SNS with the boys, and you get to hear all of Kyle's hate for Deadpool.
Deadpool
And,
3.
Apparently so.
And then Sunday night, check out the Star Wars show live. They got a lot to talk about this week. With the Bad Batch getting close to the end.
Maybe
And,
play
I
some
know
more
they're
cards for you
excited.
guys.
And they might play some more cards like that. Some of that card stuff's been pretty interesting to watch. I'm not gonna lie. And that brings us all back around to Pete's Wednesday watch list over the weekend or Monday for.
Yeah,
rest
do it
of
on Monday for the most part.
So-
Except members. Members will get it early if I get it done early.
Thanks all for hanging out till 1:00 in the morning. There's a bunch of you guys still here. Thank you all for hanging out. You guys got to see Corbin come back. It's been a little while. You guys are awesome. Appreciate it. Peace.
Lions, trade the pick. Trade the pick, Lions.
We'll see what happens.
Drew Brees.